Okay, hey guys. We're gonna get into it today. I know I said today would be a little bit of a longer stream, honestly. So to keep you in the loop, if you're not in the Discord, the reason why we missed yesterday's stream is because Jerry, my snake, we replaced his tank. We should actually quickly check. So it looks like we're good on the. Actually, I need to change the game on Twitch because it's gonna say World of Warcraft because it always says World of Warcraft. So just a second, my apologies. I forgot I have to manually change that every time because Twitch things. But while I'm manually changing it, I can run you through what happened yesterday. So the reason why we missed yesterday's stream is because Jerry, my snake, we got him a new tank. The tank needed a tank stand. Coincidentally, both actually came earlier than they were supposed to, and I didn't want to wait to set it up for him because if it was here, there's no reason to wait. It's stupid. So we set it up yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't anticipate I'd have to move as much furniture as I did. So yesterday was sort of rearranging the entire place, and I'm just gonna turn down myself because my computer is so slow right now, and I don't know if it's because my hard drive is full or my fans or something else. It happened suddenly, like last week, and I'm still trying to figure it out. But anyways, we're gonna change it to World of Warcraft to a Baldur's Gate right now. But anyways, he got the tank, got the stand. I wanted to set it up. Unfortunately, it was a little bit more maintenance than I thought. It required a little bit more moving stuff around, taking some stuff to the garbage bin, stuff like that. And I'm still actually doing it as we speak. I stopped doing it midway just to actually play Baldur's Gate because I promised, like, my stream, like, we would do Baldur's Gate today. So that's why we're doing it. But, hey, we've got a new subscriber 4 hours ago. That's sick. On YouTube. So thank you to that individual that subscribed on YouTube if you're watching now. That's really exciting. But in short, that's what I've been doing. So the past essential day or two, yesterday and today, I've been just moving everything around, rearranging the apartment, stuff like that. So that's why we're running a little bit late, and why today's a little bit chaotic, and why I'm still so disheveled. I haven't even showered yet, and like I'm disgusting. But I honestly made the conscious effort to stream first because I think I don't know. In my mental crazy brain of mine, which is very broken, I promise, it's good for my mental health to show up even when I feel like I can't because like today's been crazy. Many times in my life, and this is being a little bit too transparent probably, I have come up with excuses because it's been like a crazy day, and I'm just like, screw it, I'm just gonna take the day off. I need a mental health day. I can't do more than like I've already done today because it's too much. So today I sort of like I wanted to cancel stream because I'm like so disheveled and like disgusting, but I'm like, screw it, we'll show up, we'll do like 2 hours. It's more important to show up than not do it at all. That's my point. So that's why we're here today. I apologize for like the insanity and a little bit of like I'm a little bit all over the place today, a little bit scatterbrained because after this I still need to finish moving some stuff around. But after this, like by tomorrow, back to clean apartment. And it just drives me nuts. Like I need emptiness in my space, or it just drives me up a wall. So that's a long-winded way to say why we're here. In short, we beat Ketheric Thorn. I apologize to those that want to watch a WoW stream today. I promised my friends I would finish Baldur's Gate. They're waiting very patiently. All I want to do is play World of Warcraft. And honestly, based on the views of the last few videos I've done, you guys only want me to play World of Warcraft too, which I'm thrilled with. Don't get me wrong. We'll play a little bit of Baldur's Gate today. We'll play maybe a little bit of Baldur's Gate tomorrow, as well as WoW tomorrow. We're going to do both tomorrow. I promise we'll do a variety stream tomorrow with a little bit of Baldur's Gate, a little bit of WoW. I want to try to play this game, but the problem is I now am under a timeline because WoW Classic came out not long ago. A week ago it came out, but 9 days ago, maybe 10 days ago, whatever. And there's like a window where like everything is so fresh and exciting in WoW. And that window closes very quickly. So I want to like capture that experience while I can. So I really got to like binge WoW now. Because WoW Classic won't stay, that magic doesn't stay for very long. When servers launch right at the beginning, there's like magic in the air, everybody's friendly, people are grinding, getting new drops, they're starting up the economy, it's very exciting. But after like 6 months, like the magic fades, and then it's just like sweats and bots, pretty much. So, and the game's just not as exciting in my opinion once you get to that point. So I want to enjoy it while there's still a community, because 6 months from now, it's going to be like mostly Chinese gold farmers, honestly. That's what WoW is right now. Like, if you go to the older WoW servers, not the anniversary edition, but the ones that came out a few years ago, like maybe during COVID or something, it's like 6 actual players and like 90% Chinese bots, and that's just it. And why do I say they're from China? Maybe they're not. Maybe America is in on the business as well. But my understanding is it's like $1 billion market gold selling in China. And I've seen documentaries of factories filled with 16 floors of gold farmers, not just farming WoW, farming other games as well. It's a very profitable business over there. And I don't know if it's illegal here or if it's, I don't know what the law is here. But for whatever reason, we don't seem to have operations like that, like they have over there. It's a very profitable business model, selling gold over there. And I don't know why we don't have it here. But it could be laws. I don't know. Anyways, get into the game. Enough of the Japanese, right? You saved Will's father, so now we're going to see what Will has to say.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the gate.
You guys see that it's a little bit laggy, right? I don't know why it's so, why this is happening. This happened about a week ago, maybe not even a week. All of a sudden, my computer started slowing down. Like, it happened drastically in, like, no time at all, and I cannot figure out what's causing it, so I'm going to start, like, playing around with it and seeing if, is it my hard drive? Is it a fan? Does it need to be cleaned? I did clean it a bit. I'm going to clean it even better, like, in a few days. Something is causing it. I don't think it's just getting old. Like, something, it's too coincidental and too sudden. It just happened, like, suddenly. Like a switch. So something's going on. I'm going to fix it. Oh, hey, man, I didn't see you. In before my work meeting. Then I will have to be back after I start work. Sounds great, dude. Yeah, no, it's great to hear from you. I hope you have a wonderful meeting. Hope it goes quick. Hope it's not too boring. I know work meetings tend to be very tedious. Okay. What do you know about Gortosh and Orin? We'll start here.
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
If it's this laggy the whole time, I think I'm going to have to call it and play WoW today, because WoW at least works. I'm going to have to resolve this issue over the next day or two, and then we'll get back into Baldur's Gate. But if it's going to be like this the whole time, it's not fun to watch, it's not fun to play. Oh, they just update us, let us bring up issues, then tell us what we're... Oh, okay. That's a better kind of meeting. That's what a meeting should be, in my opinion. That's like the most effective use of time in a meeting, in my opinion. But a lot of meetings that I've personally been to have been like 2-hour meetings, and like at least 45 minutes to an hour of that meeting is like small talk and Michigas and a waste of time. And it's like, guys, like this is insane. Like, it's crazy. So that's a brilliant meeting. That's like very concise. You're in there for an actual reason, and it sounds like everybody does their job better as a result of it. So that's... I would look more forward to that, honestly, than like just pretending to be friends with people. I can't stand small talk at the office. It's like we're all being paid to be here. We wouldn't hang out otherwise. Respectfully. Maybe that's not the truth for every job. That's not the truth for every job. But there are a lot of jobs where it's like we're getting paid to hang out, essentially.
Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know.
Oh, something stuck at 100%. Let's take a look really quick. I didn't know you heard that whole rant, I'll be honest with you. I hit Control Delete, we'll see what it says. I don't think anything runs at 100. That's why I'm so confused. I was looking for something like, is memory running high? Is it a memory issue? But like, it seems like everything's still okay. It's just very slow. Memory's at 66%. Like, yeah. BG3 is using the most, and it's only running at 66%, which I feel like it should be higher if it was a problem. Now, power usage jumped to high, and now it's back to moderate. Now it's at high. It's Baldur's Gate is using moderate. So I don't know if power usage keeps jumping from high to moderate. I have a feeling it might be my hard drive is just like full and I forgot it or something, or it just needs to be cleaned, or it's the fan. I feel like it's like a mechanical thing, because it just seemed very sudden. And generally, from my experience, I tend to freak out over stuff like this, and then it's always a simple solution. So I'm trying to keep my calm, I'll just figure it out. It'll be a really simple solution. It'll get back to normal in like no time. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's why I wanted to reach out to you as well, because you're like a computer whiz, and I felt like if I told you like some of the symptoms, you'd be like, oh yeah, that sounds like this, and it's just a quick like 1, 2, 3 fix, and that's it.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
Well, that's the thing, right? So here's a very interesting question. If your home is under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? I wouldn't sacrifice anything. My home doesn't mean that much to me, and you're like, yeah, but it's your home. It's like, yeah, but my life means more. I can always build a new home somewhere else. I never understood this mentality, respectfully. I understand, defend your home, yada, yada, yada. But in the end of the day, like, a home is just sort of like where the heart is, blah, blah, blah. I know it's cheesy, but like, I think about this shit all the time, like, all the time. And speaking from experience, like, look, my family literally had to uproot their lives to like escape, Nazi infiltration. So like, don't come to me with like, well, they deserve to live there. It's not how, like, buddy, like, it's war. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's sort of the same thing here. Like, if you got aliens or like nautiloids or whatever the hell they're called, those like mind flayers attacking you, I ain't defending that place. Let the mind flayers have it. I'll go live somewhere else. I ain't taking my chance with mind flayers. I don't need a parasite in my brain. Although it would make me have an excuse to talk to Halson. All right, maybe a little bit of a parasite. If I could talk to Halson, maybe a little bit of a parasite if I could talk to Halson. If I can't talk to Halson, though, I'm not risking the parasite. Quick check is just percentage. If it's over 90, then you could have issues. Otherwise, then it could just be software. Could also be a dying drive, like with the laptop I helped you with. A dying drive. Would that be something I update? Like a dying drive. Would that be like a video card? Not a video card, but a like a driver you have to update in the computer, or do you mean physically replace something? I'd give my life meant keeping the residents safe. That's insane. I wouldn't give up my soul if that's what you're getting at. The place could burn to cinder for all I care. Like, that's the truth, dude. I gotta protect myself.
I could never be so disloyal to Baldur's Gate.
You're an idiot, man. You're an idiot. Run.
Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons
Will inherit the world.
world.
Sick. Imagine a world run dead dragons.
Goddess Tiamat, and intend to summon her to Faerun.
The cult of the dragon infiltrated Baldur's Gate to what end? The Grand Duke left a mere boy in charge? That can't have gone well. Yeah, we'll do this one.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what
Do I let him in?
happened.
Do I let him in? Allow Will to share the memory. Use your words. Excuse me. Okay, let's let him show us.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures, each insert.
I thought it would have shown us as cinematic, not just
Atop
narrated, I'll be
each
honest with you.
totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth.
Okay, have a good meeting. Yeah, man, nice chatting.
First softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
Seriously, Will, I do not feel bad for you, Will. That's a dumb... the devil is whispering in your ear, and you took the bait.
And I said yes.
Yeah, you're
One
dumb.
soul for one city.
Why would she want... That's my point. She has an ulterior motive. Like, my point isn't that Will doesn't understand what she offered. She offered, I will protect Baldur's Gate if you give me your soul. And he's like, that sounds like a great deal. I'm happy to sacrifice myself for the city. But my point is, you're making a literal deal with the devil. It's not just, like, there's a saying, you're making a deal with the devil. She's literally a devil, or like a demon or something. You're literally making a deal with the demon, and you believe that she's going to keep her word. Like, that's why you're an idiot, Will. You had good intentions, but why would you ever trust her? It makes for a good story. Don't get me wrong. Like, it makes for interesting that we're here learning all this now. That part I understand why they forced the character to do it, but from his perspective, playing from like an RP perspective, brother, you're dumb. That was a dumb choice.
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mazora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Sacrificing Shoal Save City was a brave thing to do. It wasn't brave. It was dumb.
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking...
It's true, dude. It's true. I feel like he's not high in int. I feel like Astarion would never make that deal.
I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mazora had swept it clean. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
Respectfully, I've never been a big fan of Will's character. His dad's cool. His dad's pretty cool. And when I did learn about the devil, I thought that was cool. But like after that, like now, and like even before when I met him, just all of his decisions seem like too altruistic. It's like, dude, you gotta have some self-preservation, like to a degree. Like Astarion gets it, dude. Astarion gets it better than anyone gets it. It's all about self-preservation. At least that's how it is in my opinion. When you're living in these lands with dragons and all these things that want to kill you around every corner, you gotta think about number one.
I had Mazora at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands.
Yeah, it's great to see you, man.
Burned
You
with the
hypocrite. Will
fire
is like,
of Avernus.
don't ever deal with devils. Oh yeah, I made a deal with the devil. True. That's true. He did do that. You're absolutely right. He was very gung-ho about not making a deal with the devil.
And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash.
Just came in, and I see I must now leave.
My lips were sealed.
Nice to see you, Dennis. Nice to see you for the short time. They really want me to say it was brave what you did for the city. They really want me to say that.
It is the one scar I ever bore of it.
Yeah, dude.
Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and
Still never shake her. That sucks. It's... Lion say that?
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
We'll return to the subject later.
I understand.
You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never.
I don't know why I'd say that. It's
He
sort of
did the
strange.
only thing he could. In his eyes, I
Mhm.
invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst.
Right, I don't think he's a traitor.
Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
I don't think he was a traitor. I think he was dumb. He had to think quick. He was under pressure. He made a choice under duress. I agree with that. And I understand, like, that's fairly good writing, but in the end of the day, it's like, dude, like, even under duress, it's a demon. Like, it's the one thing that, like, should be, like, God, I don't know, man. To see people look down at sacrifice, that they admire assholes like Astarion, our world is doomed. Yeah, but Astarion is funny, man! Makes me laugh. Do you miss your father? I suppose I can't blame him. For all he knew, you'd sprout horns any second. Like, that's true. Neither of them are in the wrong here. It's sort of just a complicated situation. The father, doing what he did, had to sacrifice his son to protect the city. He didn't know the son's intention, and he also didn't know if the son would be turned. So in a sense, he made, if he chose to be the leader, or whatever he is, his father has to make those choices. His father has to give up his own kin to protect the greater good, and that's what his father did. So that's why I'm choosing this answer.
And I went and proved him right. A Grand Duke's duty is to his city.
See?
First
Look at
and
that.
foremost.
There you
There
go.
would only ever be one outcome.
I agree, man. Like that's his dad is like a mensch. His dad did it the right way. It sucks that it's your own son, but like ultimately he took on the responsibility of protecting the city. That means extraditing your son to protect the city. That's a choice he had to make, and he did the right thing. And I think Will even understands that. Like Will didn't even seem resentful about that, so that's fair. Wish you had a system to play this on. I imagine that as computers get better, as they seem to be getting better every year, this will become easier and easier to probably play on a lower machine. I'll be honest with you, I'm shocked my machine was able to play it as well as it does. It seems like a very... I can't speak to the specs of the game personally. I'm not that intelligent, I'll be honest. But the fact that my machine can play it leads me to believe that I feel like it runs better on lower machines than I think people would think. Because I don't have like a supercomputer like I think a lot of people do. All right, so we have lots of new guests here now. This is crazy. Shadowheart's been through a lot. We have both of them here now. They don't necessarily want to talk to me, but I'll still talk to them, see what they have to say. All right, let's talk to her first.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival.
I apologize, people that are watching today. It's a little bit laggy. There's something going on with my computer. Over the next few days, I am going to resolve it. It's just today that it's going to be a little bit choppy. I don't know why, but I'm going to try to figure it out. So for the next, hopefully, maybe tomorrow, it might be a little bit choppy because the stream's so close. I may not be able to fix it by then, but hopefully by the next stream on Thursday, it'll all be resolved.
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High.
It doesn't. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, Dennis.
Safe and well, and return to my embrace.
Give me 30 seconds. After this conversation,
of the wicked one.
I forgot my coffee's ready. I'll be 1 second, just before I pick the next choice. Man, this desk, I mean, you guys can't see it. Hey, welcome back, Mike. It's great to see you again. Man, this desk is a disaster, because I just stacked shit everywhere as I was moving Jerry's stuff around, so, holy Christ, not even anywhere to put my coffee properly. Okay, I couldn't have done it without you. I'd have taken cold over prayer. Jesus, dude. Okay.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will
True.
stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
I don't use Wi-Fi. I prefer Ethernet cables. It seems to be a lot more stable from my experience.
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead three are risen.
The dead two remain.
You must face them. I will help. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Selûne. Isn't that the thing? Isn't Selûne like the enemy of the Shar? Or am I misremembering? I thought Selûne and Shar sort of hated each other. Because if she's here and Shadowheart's here, wouldn't they be like... I'm shocked they're at the same camp, unless I'm misremembering.
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
How did you come to be trapped in the Shadowfell?
Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me.
When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric
Holy
fed upon
moly,
my
that's
immortality
crazy.
all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live.
So it sounds like she said Isabel is dead, but Isabel's right next to her. Was Isabel resurrected? I love her as a character, by the way. Isabel's an awesome character, so I'm glad we have her at our camp now. She's sick. Her model looks cool, but she's also, I just like her attitude. She's a cool character. She sort of reminds me of a less snarky, that other girl that I like, who I killed very early on, but she was always a cool character too. Minthara, I think her name was. Oh yeah, so Jay and Amor, hopefully we can fill that void for you. I'm hoping to play like other playthroughs. Like more evil playthroughs, stuff like that. Other classes, maybe a rogue or a warlock I'm debating. And I might, when I do that, I might not stream that. I might just record myself playing it. So hopefully it'll be a little bit more immersive. Without the video, without me talking over it. Maybe it'll just be like no cam, maybe a little bit of commentary, but mostly playing the game. So hopefully you'll be able to experience it a little more even then.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father.
We knew that already, though, didn't we? Did she mention that before? I thought when we met her at the inn.
Rest her soul had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
Alright. Let's be a romantic and pick the first one.
That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me.
What was that
she
smirk?
felt the same way.
What was that little smirk, Nolly? I saw
My
that.
father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers.
So she did die.
Died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed.
Oh my god, I got it. Holy shit. Okay. Wow. Okay, please tell me if I got this right. Ketheric Thorn wasn't a bad guy. Yeah, right there. That's the answer. So I just came to the conclusion before I read this. I just want to make that clear. Because that's crazy writing. Ketheric Thorn wasn't a bad guy. He lost his daughter, and out of desperation, he made a deal with the god of death or whatever. And then we perceive him as a bad guy, but really he was a desperate father who was going to do anything to try to resurrect his deceased kid. That's crazy storytelling. That's brilliant, brilliant storytelling. You wonder why this game is as popular as it is.
I didn't know that then. but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Tahira came,
So
I'd
funny,
pieced
Dennis.
together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself.
That's why Ketherick
No matter
Thorne...
what.
Is he the one that comes to grab her? Or maybe he doesn't come to grab her, it's someone else. He sends one of his minions to come grab her. Because I guess he finds out she's there or something. But, so here's something that's interesting about storytelling. I hear what you're saying, Dennis, that is technically a bad guy. And you're right, but what makes a good bad guy in storytelling is if the bad guy feels justified in their actions. The only bad guy that's not justified in their actions is the Joker, because he's all chaos. The Joker is not about... He doesn't want money, he doesn't want power, he just wants chaos. That's a fun villain because it's unpredictable. But every other villain, if they're acting bad and they know they're bad, that's not a good villain. It's boring to us because you don't want them to think they're bad. You want them to think they're the hero of the story. You want the villain to think what they're doing is virtuous. And we see it from our perspective as evil, but from their perspective, and even if we're in their shoes, we're like, okay, I don't know if I would do it, but I sort of understand it. And I sort of understand Ketherick Thorne. It's like, yeah, he was sort of a bad guy. He did sort of do bad stuff, but like, it wasn't from a place of like, I want to inflict suffering. It's from a place of like, I'm desperate and I can't live in a world without my daughter. So like, that's a little bit better storytelling in my opinion than just like, I'm evil and I want people to suffer. IMO.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Wow, that's a hell of a story. Alright, let's talk to Shadowheart. She's been through a lot, clearly.
You wanted something?
Alright. I guess I thought there'd be more than that, honestly. More dialogue, but that works.
Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me might be in vain just now. But you're sweet to keep me in your thoughts.
Alright. See if Astarion needs anything, and then we'll call it. And we'll go back to adventuring. It's a bit of a delay.
Yes.
I wanted to ask about the ritual. You must be thinking about it.
The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why?
How could that snarkiness not be your favorite character? I don't think I would be as into this game if this character didn't exist. I love his sarcasm so much.
Well, in theory, it's simple. Destroy Cazador, stop ritual. That's assuming we want to stop the ritual. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare.
Okay.
I don't relish it, but my siblings lured thousands of people to their deaths over the years. I doubt Baldur's Gate would miss them.
True.
Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting.
I think it's better if you stay... No, okay. We'll keep them. Alright. I more or less think that's everybody, so we can leave camp, I guess. I should heal up. So we'll rest really quick. I guess right here. Shadow Heart. Is there anything else I need to... Am I encumbered or anything? What's this? Okay. Not encumbered or anything. Do I have stuff I should, like, sell or... I guess we're okay. Guess we could always do that later. Howl of the Dead. When activated, you can't be moved against your will by any spell or action, but have disadvantage in dexterity saving throws. I feel like that's not better for me. Okay. We'll send that to camp. Camp supplies will open. Yep, we'll take all. Okay. And we'll... those lockpicks, thieves' tools, we'll keep that. So we'll send all this to camp, I guess, up to here. And we'll send to camp to make some space. So we have that. That's fun. I don't need that right now, I guess. Probably don't even need it ever, honestly, but... I guess we're good for now. Gotta figure all this out after. Wow, Ketheric Shield. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to knock it prone unless they succeed a dexterity saving throw. Would that be better? Does Shadowheart use a shield right now? I think she does. We'll give it to her, because if she's not using a shield, maybe she will later. And this weapon is a... Well, I'm not going to give that to her, because she has a legendary. Okay, we'll rest. We'll go on our adventure. It is a little bit tough to play like this, I'll be honest. It is a little bit laggy and delayed. Okay, what'd you say? What'd you say? If it is this easy to confuse your morals, then Diablo is going to be a roller coaster you might not survive. Okay. Dude, when the hot demon lady's asking me to kill people, it's not that hard of a choice, right? I'll take a chance. I'll take a chance. I'm willing to throw it all away for the demon lady. If nothing else, it'll make for a good story. If you think that I have morals, then I have led you down astray. I apologize. Goodness, a bit of a long loading screen. Come on, man. I'm gonna play around with the hard drives, clearing them out, and see if that resolves the issue. And if that's not it, we'll try updating drivers, cleaning out the PC. If I have to replace something, that'll worst case scenario, but hopefully not. It's more of a movie. Sadly, Diablo doesn't have choices. Yeah, I didn't see that. That's what I sort of like about it, is it just sort of throws you into the story. Not that I dislike the RPG elements of Baldur's Gate. It's amazing and a lot of fun. But there's a part of me that's like OCD and like, oh, now I have to replay the whole game just to see what that answer would be. Like, not even like a different storyline, not even like taking a different hero, but just like, what would have happened if I would have answered option 2 or option 3? And that happens like 10,000 times just in the first act. Like, I'm so curious, what does every answer give you? And that's just too many damn playthroughs. It's not going to happen. So at least Diablo doesn't... It constrains you with lack of choices, but at least you know you get the full thing, get the full story, and you're not missing out on anything. Hot demon ladies do that to all of us, man. Look, I mean... I've seen a few Diablo cinematics, and I'm just saying, doesn't seem like all that much of a sacrifice to do what Lilith wants. The cinematics, I love WoW. I've been playing WoW my whole life. Diablo has the best cinematics in Blizzard. As far as like Blizzard games go, I love WoW. I'm a diehard WoW until the end of day. But man, Diablo crushes it with the cinematics. They probably have the most stunning, visually stunning cinematics, and probably the best storytelling in all of Blizzard games. When you say hot demon lady, I say same with the ugly girl in the village. If she just smiles at us stupid men. Yeah. Well, look, when I was playing Resident Evil Village, it took me a long time to realize you're supposed to run away from the lady, not towards her. I didn't understand why I kept dying. Oh, come on. This is so annoying with the lag. I cannot keep doing this. This is frustrating. It's funny, too, because my friend, when he was here, he's actually in a meeting right now, but when he was here earlier, he was trying to troubleshoot to try to resolve whatever's causing this. And at the time, like right now at least, he wasn't able to figure it out because the things that we thought might be the culprit causing this didn't appear to be like showing that that's what's causing it. So we're gonna have to dig a little bit deeper to see what the issue is. Because like generally, it wouldn't be so hard for me to like find what's causing it. Like, oh, it's just the hard drive wasn't full, now it's full. I can't save stuff, I can't download stuff. But it happened so sudden, and it's not like I changed something that caused it. Just one day, just the FPS went to shit and WoW, and then it just stayed like that. She was into your brains. Yeah, probably. Alright, let's talk to... There's probably a lot of people to talk to here. Oh, we have to speak to Halsin. Oh my god. Is he going to lift the Shadow Curse? Okay, we're going to talk to Halsin last. There's lots of people to talk to first. I have a feeling if you talk to Halsin, he's going to change all kinds of stuff, so...
Like your mind. My mom lives in the lower city. If those freaks hurt her, I'll turn them inside out.
Wow, so there's still more to... there's still more to the game, clearly. Not the game, sorry, the zone. It sounds like there's a lower city of this area, which I haven't explored yet. So I didn't realize that. I thought we were done with this.
Any word on Nathaniel? And the curse?
Guys, you cannot watch a game when it's this laggy. This is crazy. How'd you make it here?
A flaming fist. A novice, actually. She dropped everything to make sure I made it here safe. Duke Elton would be proud of what the Order has become. A pity they cannot spare the resources to help you with Thaniel.
Are any of you guys playing Path of Exile? I've heard amazing things. Path of Exile 2 is coming out. I don't know anything about it. I just hear people talking about it. It's all hyped up. I don't know the first thing about Path of Exile. I believe it's a Diablo clone. I just know it's free to play, supposedly. And everybody's freaking out about the second one. Do you guys have any interest in it?
Sorry, I didn't mean... I'm just worried. Please. I don't know how much longer Thaniel can last in the Shadowfell. Help him. And hurry.
Okay. Gotta go to the Shadowfell, so we'll talk to this dude really quick. Maybe just lower some graphics. Okay, we'll do that for now. We'll do that for now, and then we can... Good idea. Hopefully that'll fix it. Okay. There's got to be like a frame rate cap. Here, overall preset, so it's on ultra. So what if we do it to like high? Reset? No. How do I accept it? So if it's set to high, it's saved now. If I just go back, it'll be saved at high now. Hopefully it'll run smoother now. Just so we can play. I missed that conversation. I apologize. It is what it is. The guy's gone. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's right there. Okay, that's fine. We'll talk to Halsin. Hopefully it'll be less laggy and we'll fix it. Path of Exile is Diablo for Die Hard. How did you hear that? Aren't you in a meeting? What kind of wizardry is this? Builds are more complicated and in-depth, so not as good for casual players. I looked at it. It didn't seem too, like, exciting for me, personally. Diablo, I thought, looked better. And the reason why Diablo looks so exciting for me is not even the gameplay of Diablo. I'm not, like, super hardcore into the gameplay of Diablo, but the story looks so good of Diablo. Same with this game. I don't know if I would have played this game if the story wasn't so good, but the story enthralls me so much that I'm willing to play a game that I normally wouldn't play just because I'm so invested in the story. And Diablo is absolutely the same thing. I'm so curious of where that story goes that I'm willing to play a game that I like. It's sort of interesting, but like I don't know if I would play it over other games that are on my list unless the story is as good as it is, which it is, and that's why I'm so like inclined to want to see like the story.
It's like
Sure.
Safely onto Baldur's Gate. For all of us.
That's all he says. Okay, Halsin. Now Halsin's gonna cure the place. Hopefully the place won't be covered in darkness anymore. You promised us. I did what you said. You keep your promise.
It's no easy slumber. The shadows rendered him in two when they bore him away to the Shadowfell.
Half of his essence remained here amidst the curse. What stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. But after all these years left in darkness, corruption must have taken hold.
Why? It's always more with you. It's never just, thanks for saving the day, I'll fix the rest.
And not. We need to find Thaniel's missing half and make him whole again.
You hear the music kick in right at that moment? It was so epic sounding.
May not come willingly. The curse will have sunk its tendrils deep, twisting Thaniel's essence into something
Else.
else.
Okay, for you lore kooks, for you lore psychos out there, who's more, first off, that Gyat. Look at that Halsin Gyat. What a shot. Who's more powerful, Halsin or that other druid whose name I forgot? She's got the red hair. You meet her in the inn before they attack Ketheric Thorn's daughter. Not the one at the very beginning, but when you go to this dark area and you meet that druid who's very powerful before the ambush happens with Isabel. Who's more powerful druid, Halsin or her? Because she seems more powerful, but is Halsin more powerful than she is? Can we even answer that question? I wonder. Oh my god, imagine. So if I didn't meet the little shadow boy, Oliver, this wouldn't be a dialogue option. This is why this game is so I know I keep going on about this. I know. That's crazy, though, that's an option only because I met him before. So now I can bring it up. That's crazy to me.
And you saw this boy yourself? That can't be a coincidence.
Oh, your meeting was
We
quick.
need
Very
to be
cool.
sure. And I truly mean we.
Every moment
Every
counts.
moment
Wow.
counts, and I've asked much of you already without being at your side.
Absolutely. Dude, all I want is you and my
If you
team.
want me, I'm yours. Against the curse, against the absolute. Anything.
Okay.
Just say the word.
Shit. I would love Halsin to join, but I don't know who to get rid of. Shit. If I say join me, will he be a pet or will I have to kick someone out?
There is no room
Yeah.
for me, I'm afraid. Perhaps dismiss another, then I can join you.
I don't want to... Fuck, I'm already doing Karlach. Like, Karlach I care about the least, to be honest. And I like Halsin as a character, but I've already gone this far with Karlach that I feel like I should finish the run with these characters and then do another run. With, like, Halsin, maybe I can recruit Minthara, that'd be cool. Maybe I can have, like, maybe I can do, like, Halsin, Minthara, and that other guy, Gale, maybe. Like, that'd be cool. Or, like, Will or something. That way it's like a whole new group of different, and then I'll play like rogue, so I'm like the charismatic one because I don't think any of them are charismatic. So then I would play like, maybe we'll see. I'll figure it out with my friends, but I'll keep it as is because I've gone this far. We'll play out these storylines. Next run we'll play with Halsin, although Halsin is one of my favorite characters. I'll be honest, he's a sick druid. He's just a really cool character. All right, maybe I can't. Okay. Okay. A lot of the side characters, personally, I find are a lot cooler than a lot of the main characters. So, Shahira, is that how you say her name? So she's more powerful. That makes sense. She seemed a little bit more powerful. She seemed like she had more history under her belt than Halsin did. Did I go this whole way? I explored all this? I feel like I cleared the whole zone. I do see there's something there, hidden treasure or something, but... We did explore all this, right? We went down here, didn't we? Or... Yeah, no, we did. I remember going down there. Okay. Right? I'm not crazy? We did go down there? I remember clicking the stairs. I'm like 99% sure we did this. It's been a little while. It's been a few days since I played, so I gotta refresh. Prisons. Did I do this? Anyone in chat remember? Based on the loot, I feel like I might not have, but What's this? Orders from Jahira. Like, see? Like, I feel like I would have looted that. What does that say? One of our scouts. Watch over her souls. Caravan, route from afar. Line of slow lights wavering through the gloom. The cult has some persistent means of traversing through the most blighted regions of the Shadow Curse. Huh. Okay. The blood is clearly like we have to, something's been dragged this way, so we're following the blood. Clearly, it's like it's meant for us to follow. Did we do this? It's empty, but I feel like
A torture rack. Chilling to behold. And even more so to imagine the horror its victims must have endured.
mm-hmm. There's not a whole lot here, but nothing. Scroll of Hold Person. So I definitely have not explored this down area. Because there's lots of loot here that I have not looted. And none of this really looks familiar to me. Maybe I said I would do this part after. This is very large. But there's no enemies, because I probably beat Ketheric Thorn already, so it's probably all cleared out now. Right? Like, I probably should have done this first. Like, what is going on? What's in here? Ladder. Cell 4 lever. Cell 5 lever. Okay, this is a puzzle. Okay. Okay.
Traps, please.
This has got to be some kind of a puzzle. Is that a note? That's not a note? No, not a note. Unlocked. Ooh, prison key. Okay. What in the blood goddess is this? I'm just waiting for something to rise out of it. Knew it! I knew something. Can't get there. Skeleton? Bottle. There's got to be something here to trigger or to throw something down or... There's no way this room exists and there's nothing to do in this room. We can go this way. I see we can go this way and this way as well. No, not knowing. He let a bunch of people die. 100%, dude. 100%. Oh my god. Okay, so we can jump there. We can jump there. Yeah, I definitely let a lot of people die. Man, there's so much going on that I get so distracted about all the things happening. I'm so bad at these kinds of games. Oh my god. I mean, as you saw from the Resident Evil run, it was a fucking disaster. But it was fun. Like, the story was fun. I just stink at the game, but it was fun. But I imagine, like... hardcore people that watch that if someone stumbles on my game and they see, like, me playing Resident Evil, like, this is painful to watch. But that almost makes it, like, entertaining, I feel like, in a sense. Because, like, this guy is so dog shit. It's almost, like, comical at this point. Okay. Honestly, that's sort of what it feels like watching some people play WoW right now on the hardcore. Just because some of the mistakes are, like, glaringly obvious if you're a WoW player. But if you're not, you can see how you'd make them. Gold chalice.
Don't mind if I do.
Is that actually worth something? Alright, let's open the chests. I have a question. Welcome back, Dennis. If you break a chest, I could break it. Will it destroy what's inside? So I can save keys? Or lockpicking or whatever? A sword coast from the sea of moving ice down just to the north of Ammon? Is that Archipelagos? Is that how you say that? Archipelagos? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm only reading. I've never actually heard that word before, but it looks like archipelagos. Anger lowering, calmness rising. There's a Simpsons. I don't remember what it is. Homer can't get mad or something, and he's saying that he's like anger rising, rising, fading, 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 rising, fading, fading. Oh, it's the Halloween episode when they make fun of The Shining. That's what it is, I think. When he dies at the end in the Shining episode, he's frozen, and he can't watch TV, and he finds a little television, and he's watching it, and they're hugging him as he's freezing to death, like in the end of The Shining, and he's saying like, anger's rising, rising, fading, fading. That's stupid Simpsons reference. That's what you remind me of. Okay, we'll attack it and see what happens. We'll see if we can get loot out of it if we attack it, just to experiment. In worst case, just a chest. Attack it one more time. Oh, we missed. One more time. Come on. There we go. Gold. But did we destroy the other items is the question. It had gold in it, so I feel like if there were items in it, it would... So let's lockpick this one. And let's see if it has items. Yeah. So this one had items, so you have to wonder, are the items in there because the items were always in there, or because they didn't destroy it? Now we don't know. That answer left me with more questions than anything. Winter weather bibs for the first time this year. Winter weather bibs. What are winter weather bibs? I've never heard of that before. It is winter here, man. Good lord, it sucks, dude. We got hit by winter so fast. Like, we get hit by winter, like, you know, every year we're in Canada, but it's... Some years are kinder than others, where, like, it slowly creeps into winter, where, like, it'll get slowly colder, and then you slowly acclimate to it. But, dude, like, this year, it was warm, and then one day it went, like, negative 20. And it was so drastic, and it just sucks. It sucks so bad. I hate when that happens. It's just easier to just adjust when it's like a slow transition, but when it goes that rapid overnight, it's just a pain. It's hard to... And as someone that's lived in Canada, like, almost my entire life, I'm still not used to it. It sucks every year. I hate it. And we get, like, East Coast cold. Like, there's a joke that, like, some like, I guess, like, the East Coast states in the United States make, that, like, you guys don't understand what winter is unless you're on the East Coast, because the East Coast, like, Boston and those places, New York, get, like, frigid, like, beyond belief, like, negative 20s and stuff. And other places that complain about winter, it's like, you're not getting, like, negative 20 or negative 30, which is, like, unfathomable to live in. But we're used to it. It's just tougher, I guess. I don't know. But it still sucks. Like, I don't believe, like, I'm used to it. I never got used to it. But I've heard jokes. That's why Canadians are nicer. Because, I guess if you're going to potentially die at any point because it's so goddamn cold out, you sort of have to be nicer to your fellow man just to survive. But that doesn't explain why Boston is the way Boston is, right? Because they get the same coldness, and they ain't very nice. So I didn't see anything here, so we're going to go down a little bit and go check the other side. Come on, Shadowheart. Can you do it without taking damage? Asterion, Shadowheart, can you guys do it without taking damage, or are you going to take damage? Can you not jump that, maybe? No, you can do it. What? What? Asterion? Jump, what are you doing? Jump. There you go. Good job. I guess they're standing on each other's, That's so strange. Okay, we'll walk over here. We'll walk over here. Come on, bud. Oh, I see. You gotta jump over here. So I'll get them all to jump down, and they'll all follow. Virginia, U.S. It was the same here this year. 70 one day, 28 the next. Yeah, man, that's crazy drastic. It's crazy. Like, it's just...
No time to rest.
I don't know, man. It's tough. Don't follow back. Come on. All right, Nolly, you're here, so we're gonna jump back. Path is not interrupted. You can do it. Jump. Are we lagging? What's going on? I can't control him now. Are we lagging? It's not working. I don't know if he's... Delayed? Yeah, I don't know if the game's freezing or locking up right now or what. Oh, bib overalls. I've never heard of them called like that. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Makes a big difference. Sorry, guys. I don't know if the game's frozen or what the deal is, but I clicked him. He's just not moving. It's like it's stuck. Weird. Very weird. Yeah, the game's like frozen. Go to camp? That worked. I don't know. I couldn't control it. The go to camp worked, so I don't know. So we'll just leave. It's fine. We saw these. Okay, Torrin or Dennis, I'm gonna get more coffee really quick. Just gonna last cup of coffee. Am I missing anything if I check? If I go, should I go back and like look underground where I was looking? Am I gonna miss anything if I don't, or should I just leave and go see what's next? I'm gonna go grab coffee while you guys answer. If there's nothing really too important here, then I'll just say screw this place and just leave and go see what else is next. Otherwise, I'll keep exploring. Alright. Alright, well, at least we're back. I don't know what that was all about, but we will... If I leave camp again, will they all be together? Will they still be stuck there? Let's see what happens. At least I was able to control my character again. That's nice. Okay, we're stuck back up here, but can we move now? That's the question. Can we jump? Because before, I don't know what was happening. There we go. Now it worked. Okay. Karlak, you gonna follow? Nolly? No, 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 no. Oh, you son of a bitch. We're gonna separate them. I can't take it anymore. They're being dumb. Your characters are being dumb. AI is being too stupid. So we're separating them. They're all gonna move on their own accord until they're off of this thing. Because they cannot figure out to just stay put.
What a day.
That's honestly my biggest gripe about this game, and that is not a big gripe at all. That's probably my user error more than anything. So that's a pretty good complaint to have, that I don't think the AI, I think the AI could be a little bit smarter. And truthfully, it's probably me that's not smart. So otherwise, I'd say this game's pretty close to perfect. I'm just now able to settle in a message. No problem. Okay, my question was, if you can answer. If you can't answer, dude, it's a luxury when you answer. Just know that. I'm not expecting you to answer. Anytime that you answer, it's a luxury. It's not something that I expect. But my question is or anyone that's watching, is it worth exploring what's around this area or down here, or should I just leave this area and go on to the next quest or whatever's next? Because I already killed Ketheric Thorn, for those that don't know. Because I see there's this side as well. And you can go over here to explore. Jump here. I'm waiting for like the insight thing to be like, oh, there's like something here. What could that be something? You know, like Astarion says, because I guess he's the one that is insightful, or he has like I don't know if it's intelligence or what it is, but Astarion always finds the stuff. This is a trap. This is sketchy. Check that out. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember if it was Torin or if it was one of my other friends. But one of my friends said, and they didn't word it like this. This is me wording it. Hold on, what does it say? Cell 2. Oh, I see. It opens the doors. Okay. I get it now. Now I get it. Now I know what they mean. Okay, so I don't remember who it was that said this, but I thought it was funny. One of my friends said, and this is my words, not their words, but essentially what they said was, because you're so ignorant to Dungeons and Dragons, it would be so much fun to play with you, because you have no concept, so you're so fresh, and you'll approach it with such fresh eyes, that it will give us all a fun experience, because you'll probably do or say things or ask things that no one would think of, because it's just common knowledge to the average player, but because you're such a novice, such a neophyte at D&D, it would give us all like a way to, and this is my wording, it would give us all like a fresh perspective, or give us a unique perspective in the game, because we very rarely play with someone that's so fresh to the game. And I thought that was a very interesting insight. I guess because they normally, whoever, I don't remember who said this, but essentially they said, like, they play with people that are more experienced. So usually you don't have to explain things to people. So playing, I guess, with someone that's so new, you get to almost re-experience it for the first time again, I guess, if that makes sense. Is Astarion a rogue class? Astarion is whatever my friend helped me set him up as. I think he's sort of like a rogue. I'm not great at this game, truth be told. He's a bit, I think he's sort of like an arcane rogue right now, and I'd like to make him more of a rogue. I'm hoping maybe over the weekend I could ask someone for a hand on just respecking him, because it is a little bit of a, takes a little bit of time, I know. But I have been mentioned by a few people I should respec Astarion a little bit, just because he could be a little bit more useful than he currently is. But going back to D&D, I'm really excited to play that one. Like, I'm really excited to play. Just because the idea of it seems like so much fun. And I've never done it, but, like, being able to play for the first time with... is this a cinematic? No, maybe not. Being able to play for the first time with people that I'm, like, closer with, I think, would make it a little less, scary, for lack of a better word, I guess. Because I think they'd be more patient with me trying to figure stuff out. Holy fire. I feel like we can't walk on that. Chasm. Can we walk on it? Or is it going to hurt us? It's fire. I feel like we can't walk on it. Walk around it. Wooden trunk. Crossbows. Yeah, not very good. It's a lot of stuff to loot. That looks like a butt plug. Wow, that's a lot of potions. What? Shipping crate? What is this? Why is it giving me a... Yeah.
Familiarity radiates from
I was wondering.
amidst the cargo. Tadpoles, sleeping and scarcely aware, but echoing yours 100-fold.
Holy shit.
There's so many. Enough for an army of mindless slaves.
And tadpole to tadpole. Intelligence? Let's examine the seal first.
The winged serpent
I will get a
of
one-shot
Cynthia.
setup. I may just reuse the one I'm running next week.
Extends even here.
I will need all new players. As soon as we get internet service, I have a long list of MMORPGs I want to play. Oh, that's sick, man. Well, J and A more. I can't. I'm sort of speaking out of my out of pocket here, but my understanding is, like, Starlink is getting better and better, like almost every month, honestly, and it seems like more and more people that have access to very low quality internet or no internet at all are actually getting a fairly decent connection now in very remote places. So hopefully soon you'll be able to find a way to have, like, a higher quality internet connection so you can experience some of the stuff. I don't even really know, like, exactly how Starlink works or anything. I just know that I've heard some people that actually had no internet or had very poor internet now actually have quite a strong connection as a result of it. Actually, the fiance's father being one of them, he lives out in the boonies. He had no internet connection because the Canadian internet service providers are like, dude, you're in the middle of nowhere. We would have to, like, install a line for you, and it would cost way too much, and he didn't want to pay for it. But he was able to get Starlink, and now he's got a connection.
A pattern of blank minds newly born. They carry only a bare shred of memory, inherited from something older. A sleep of centuries. The birth and
That's
destruction
so
settled
disgusting,
above,
but I love it.
forming only background noise to the dream, until something descended down into the darkness, and the dreamer awoke.
Yeah, it's horrifying. What MMORPGs are you wanting to play,
I don't know what they are.
Jay?
Not yet. Unless we taught them to be something else.
Interesting. Interesting. Can we do that? The dialogue options ended, but can I...
That is still placid.
Tadpoles awaiting their host.
Thousands of tadpoles.
I already examined it.
Awaiting the winged serpent of the
Didn't I?
Centaurim. It seems their pursuit of profit extends.
Oh, I
even
see.
here.
Oh, okay. So this is Karlach's dude, right? This guy was like the arms dealer kind of guy, and he was selling tadpoles because it goes to the highest bidder, even if it's sketch and it could infect the entire world and destroy the planet. He's still like, screw it. The highest bidder pays a lot for these things, so I'm happy to deal with these illegal goods. That's my understanding. I wonder if Kelt would join us for D&D. Oh my god, dude, that would be so much fun. Holy shit, I would love, man. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun. When you want the most evil man on earth to give you internet. Would join. I was gonna give them a year or so to work the bugs out. Fair. I've never heard of that, but I'm sorry to hear that. It must be frustrating. Yeah, generally I feel like tech generally needs a little bit of time to work out the kinks. I'm generally a little bit hesitant to jump on something immediately as it comes out, just because often like the second or third iteration is a little bit like it's funny because like the first people to buy things are usually the beta testers, even though they have beta testers. They have beta testers before the iPhone actually releases, but still, the first people to buy it are still sort of beta testing it, because by the second or third generation of the iPhone, it's sort of almost like a refined product of the first released version. I noticed that with like a lot of new tech. When tech first comes out, whether it's like DVD players or something else, the first iteration of it is still sort of like in like beta, and then like after a year or two, a newer version comes out. Or like by the third iteration, it's a little bit more stable, generally, from my experience. Baldur's Gate for sure, but WoW has always looked interesting to me. Man, WoW is like my favorite game of all time. I think I love WoW so much that I'm getting in trouble from my friends because I'm playing too much WoW, because I'm not playing enough Baldur's Gate. And I say that with love. I'm like addicted. It's a serious issue. It's a serious issue. I love the game so much. I'm way too addicted. I have way too much fun playing, and I never get tired of it. Oh, cat hole. Oh, that's sick. I bet if you were a druid, you could go like into a cat and fit in there, right? If we had a druid or something, I bet that's how you would do that. Or would you befriend a cat? Is that how you would do it? Is there maybe a cat here you befriend and then you can have her go in there for you? Or is it a druid thing? Is it just a druid thing? Okay, I think we've explored this area enough. There's not a whole lot here. Let's boogaloo to the next thing. What quest do we have here? There's this. So it's probably easier to just go this way and go straight and then just go right there. We'll just do that to be faster, I think. We'll just teleport.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric, but Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead. They will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
Enough lives have been lost. I don't want to send others to their death. Huh.
And if they died, would their deaths not count? But they need not die.
They would have you. Interesting. Did I finish the Halcyon quest?
Your actions have already inspired those around you. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Okay, clearly he doesn't want me to leave yet. That's fine. When we arrive in the city, I'll seek more allies in the city. I'll think about it.
Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound.
I asked Halcyon if he wanted to join me.
Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own.
Invite them to our cause.
And invite them to our cause. Together, we will
well, I'm happy to hear that, man. I'm glad you enjoyed one of the videos. I normally stream WoW more than anything, honestly. Just a little bit of variety, just to switch it up, but it's most of the time it is WoW. And I think it will always be like that. There'll always be variety in the mix, but it'll always be like probably like 70% WoW, 30% other things. So in regards to finishing the Halcyon quest, I spoke to him. I asked him to join me. He said, I think he wanted to join me. We have to find the other half of a soul. And I said I found the boy, the young boy that was like a half ghost. And I told him, is this who you're referring to? And he said that could possibly be it. And then he said you'd have to kick people out of your party to... you'd have to kick people out of your party if you want me to join. So I haven't touched it from there, but I figured the boy that I have to look for is not here. I thought the boy that I would look for... Here, head west of Baldur's Gate. Seek the shadow, so it's that way. I went the wrong way. So I have to seek his shadow. So I thought I would have to leave to seek his shadow. But when I was trying to leave just now, it seemed like the dream guy didn't want me to leave. So, heavy oak doors. Does this take me back outside? This is where I just came from, isn't it? Maybe I can go around? Can I go like around the building to get to the front? I just want to go back to Halcyon. You need to go back to the boy to see if that is him. Okay. Will it let me teleport now? Because when I just tried it, that cinematic came up. So maybe now it'll let me teleport. Okay. Let's try it again. Oh, it worked. Okay, now it worked. So maybe I just needed to get the cinematic the first time, then I could teleport. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, really...
Thorn is no more. But the shadow curse still remains. I need to be careful.
Yeah, you do. Really quick, before we see her and do all that jazz, and see the boy, rather, I mean, we're going to quickly go back just to hand in this thing right here, whatever this is, the hidden treasure. I'll go grab the hidden treasure, and then we will...
The road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
Are we actually going to Baldur's Gate now? That's crazy, man. I'm shocked we're actually going to Baldur's Gate. We're finally get to see what all the hype is about. Okay, so we're here. So to get there, let's see. It looks like it's all the way down there or something. Holy, how do we get there? Seems this way. Okay. Who's that? Halcyon? Oh. So it seems like if you go this way, we can go cut through like here-ish, and then go that way. To get to the hidden treasure, whatever that is. That hidden treasure is. If it's marked on my map, I feel like it's important. And is this where the hidden treasure is? This is this thing, right? No, I'm going somewhere else. I see, I passed it. I see, so I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Or can I go that way? Maybe not. So we'll turn around. You can end the act now, but there are stuff that can be wrapped up. Yeah, I'd like to wrap the stuff up first. I think that would be interesting. So we'll go down. Is it down here? Is that where it's telling me to go? This is where I was before, I know, but I want to try to find that. Those are the stairs. So it's not down. It's this way and like this way. Is that the boy? That's not the boy, is it? That's someone else. He's running around though. That's a gnome. I mistook a gnome for a little boy. Jesus, if that's not insult to the whole race, I don't know what is. That's like when like Santa like asks like, you know, someone like dwarfism and what would you like for Christmas? Like that's insulting as hell, man. Jesus Christ.
Time to fight back.
Just time to fight back. Running around, all for that. Okay, if we go here, is this looks close to where we need to be. Okay. Right? And then maybe we go around in that way. And if this isn't it, then we can just call her, and who cares what the treasure is? I can look at it later or whatever, but it looks like it's right here-ish. I passed it. Is it above us?
This is the spot that's marked on that map.
Oh, no. Okay, we found it. This is the spot marked on the map. So where's the hidden treasure? Is it somewhere to dig? There's nothing there. This is the spot marked on the map. Come on. It's got to be something to dig or... It's up there. I've heard of a Throne of Liberty. I don't know of it. I've just heard the name. Is it something that you play? Do you like it? What did that say? Cracked wall? What did that say? Cracked wall. The Elden Ring has taught me anything about video games. Is attack every wall you can. It's immune to slashing damage, so we need bludgeoning damage probably for it, right? Piercing resistance. Force vulnerability. Force. Oh, Astarion, get off the fire, man. Good lord, brother. Okay, we're separating all you so you don't follow Nolly every time he walks. Karlak, I think she's got bludgeoning damage. If it's not WoW, then no. You're so funny, dude. I've heard... Is Throne of Liberty the game with the big asses? With the titties and big asses? Is that the game that you're talking about? Where everybody was complaining because it was a bunch of, like... Just, like, very scantily clad women and jiggle physics? Is that the game that you're talking about? It was really popular. It was all over, like, social media because everybody's like, this is offensive. It's not offensive. I love it. Like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, I don't care. But is that the one? It took no damage. I know it says sturdy, but how do I do? There we go. That time it counted. Go again. Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got the chest. We did it. We figured it out. Scroll of Hold Monster. We're gonna save that for the final boss. I'm just joking. And that's it, huh? Just that we found the hidden treasure. There's nothing else in here. Cool. All right, now we can boogaloo and find that boy. Now where's the boy? What is it? I've abandoned my boy. I've abandoned my child. That's There Will Be Blood. Brilliant movie if you haven't seen it. The big asses is the first descent. Okay, I'm mixing the games up. Okay, I love how Dennis knows. I love how Dennis knows what I'm talking about. I'm like, set that game with the titties and big asses. He's like, no, that's the first descent. I can show you it. I have a whole folder of stuff about that game. Let me show you. I'm glad you asked. People seem to love that game, whatever that game is. When it first came out and everybody was complaining about it, like, oh, this is offensive, whatever. People were, man, it was huge, hugely popular. I don't really hear as much about it anymore, but I feel like it's still got like a niche community, like that other game too, where it's like super hardcore, fast paced. What the fuck's it called? Stellar Blade, yeah. Yeah, you and Torn had fun, I bet. The other game was... I can never remember the name. It's super fast-paced. Everybody looks like Genji in the game. But I'm going to pee really quick. I'm sorry. Lots of coffee. I'm so sorry. Give me like a minute. But the game that I'm talking about is really fast-paced. It's free to play, but I think you can buy skins, and everybody looks like Genji. It's super fast. You're like a ninja. You're running at like hyper speed. The game looks like ADD on crack, but I don't remember what it's called. It's a free game, though. What's that? Sorry, friends. I just realized this shirt is covered in pizza dough. Warframe, dude. Every time I ask about this game, and you remember the name is Warframe. It's Warframe. That's the game, dude. Yeah, although to be fair, man, there are a lot of games that you don't need the internet for that are a lot of fun. To be fair, so you're not missing out too much. Like, you know, I don't think Animal Crossing needs... it's a different game, you know, but, like, there's a lot of games that you could play without internet connection. Thankfully. You know, thank goodness, there are still a lot of games that give an opportunity to people that are, like, remote or in a car, and, you know, play on road trips, stuff like that, thankfully. Alright, see if this boy is who we need. I have a feeling it is. I have a feeling this whole conversation and the games he made me play are not for nothing.
Nobody likes a bad winner.
Though shrouded in shadows, the child's resemblance to Thaniel is unmistakable. This must be his dark half, warped by the curse.
I still think you might have tricked me. If you did, I'll figure it out.
I know who you really are and where you really belong. Wow.
Spoil sport.
That was awesome, dude.
I'm not going back. I like
Excuse me.
I made a fan
Can't go
of
wrong with
this.
black shirt covered in
Play
pizza
all the
dough.
time.
True. We need a Nolly 24-hour stream, new game every hour on the hour. Oh Christ! All right, maybe if we can get to 50 followers, we'll talk about it. Right? Because I think then I can do emotes. I was looking into it. I just want to have free emotes. I don't even have to charge for it. I just want free emotes, but I think I have to get 50 followers first, which is like, Christ. You don't belong here. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. We'll lunge at him. Imagine. Jesus, who am I, Michael Jackson?
Yes, I do. You can't make me do anything. I don't want to play with you anymore.
A slippery little bugger, isn't he? He'll be looking for somewhere safe. Somewhere where the shadows are nice and strong.
So now we have to play hide and seek again. Okay. Somewhere where the shadows are nice and strong. Torch. Seek Thaniel. So if the circle is here, is this like WoW in the sense where is this like WoW where if this radius is like this, that means that the quest is only within this area. It wouldn't be around here because it's not within the circle. Is that how it works, or is this just saying this is your quest and this is where it is? Like, do I need to look around the area that's not in the radius, or would it only be because that would make sense to me. Shadow portal. Oh. Okay, I guess that's where he went.
Here goes nothing.
Okay, I understand. I'm dumb. I understand. I've been playing through the Mass Effect series. I'm on the last mission of 2 now. That's awesome. I have not played Mass Effect. It's on my list. I have a very big list of all these games that I've been told to play. Who told me to play them? I just hear lots of hype. Games like Mass Effect, the Elden Ring DLC I haven't played it yet, but like Sekiro. There's lots of games that I just hear in the zeitgeist of the gaming community, and I'm like, I gotta play it. It's been hyped for so long. So Mass Effect is definitely on that list. Dead Space is another one I have not played, but it also looks like fun. But I've heard Mass Effect is some of the best storytelling in like recent gaming history. So I gotta play as Asterion first, huh? Okay. Guess we'll just shoot him. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do a great job, but once I can play Shadowheart, we'll do the light stuff she does, and then that'll nuke everything. No problem. I just gotta play as her first. How far can you go, bud? Alright, forget it. Just go. Who cares? As far as you can go.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Alright, let's get up in that nitty-gritty. I'll save. I'm not gonna. Oh shit! She had the wrong weapon because I broke down the door. I forgot to give her a weapon back. That was my stupidity. It is what it is. We'll survive. We'll just fight him with this weapon because Shadowheart's gonna nuke him anyways. So it is what it is.
I'll make my own fun if I have to.
I tell you to play game. Sure. Whoa. This is gonna. I feel like all these guys are gonna get like murdered once I pop Shadowheart's ability. They're all just gonna disappear because she has a huge AOE. Right? Spirit Guardians, and we'll do Radiant. That's necrotic, so we'll do Radiant, and we'll just do rank 3. We don't need more than rank 3. All right, and then we'll just have her jump as far as we can in this. Right in this. How far can we go? That's as far as we can take her. I see. It's just attack opportunity if she does that. How far can we get her to jump? She'll go that far? No. Path is interrupted. Evokes attack opportunity. I'll take a chance. I'll take a chance. Yep. I knew that was gonna happen. Fucking worth it, boys. That was awesome. I knew that. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh my god, dude. Oh, dude. Elden Ring. I feel like my friends are tired of me talking about Elden Ring because I say it is the greatest game in the history of gaming. It is the most cinematic game I've ever played in my entire life. I bought the DLC before it came out because I was so excited for it, and I still haven't played the damn thing. And the reason why I haven't played it is because I wanted to experience it for the first time on stream. When it was coming out, I already had the idea that I'd like to start streaming. I bought Elden Ring for PS4 back when like it came out. It was actually gifted to me as a birthday present for my PS4. But when I heard the DLC was coming out like a year later or something, I already had the idea of wanting to stream. So I'm like, hey, what if we wait till it goes on sale and then we buy it for PC and I'll just replay the game and then I'll play the DLC on stream as well. Because I didn't want to buy it for my PS4 because my PS4 was dying. So I bought Elden Ring for Steam. I have the DLC as well. I played a little bit. I think I got to Godric the Grafted. I don't even think I fought him yet. I just leveled up my character. That way, because my logic is, like, I don't want to, like, tough it out through Elden Ring, the first one. I just get my character, like, I'm just going to farm, get him really geared, give him, like, Nagakiba or whatever it's called, like, bleed build, power through the game just to get to the DLC. I've done it before. I've seen the fights. Let's just get him really geared, nuke the bosses, quickly move through, and then we'll try the DLC. So that's my logic. To be fair, it's how I played a lot of Elden Ring anyways. I really like the idea of bleed buildings. It was a lot of fun, just because I like the idea of like a samurai almost. I thought it was pretty sick. So I did play a samurai, because I just thought it was really cool to have like a samurai sword. And the Rivers of Blood look sick. I don't know why there's like this like elitist mentality of like, oh, you gotta play bleed build, you suck at the game. It's like, dude, who cares? It's just fun. Isn't the game supposed to be fun? Can't we just have fun? What's that? What's that good?
Gods, it's hot in here.
But what's interesting is that mentality of like, oh, you gotta do it with like a out-bleed build. I watch all the streamers, they all like just cheese it. They all play bleed, or they all play like super unga bunga strength. They all out-level everything, and no one seems to complain. So it just seems to be on like Twitter and Reddit that people are complaining, you gotta like do it my way or it's not a proper completion. I think people make games a lot less fun than they have to be for themselves because they feel they have to do something a certain way to like appease like the voices online, you know, the kooks. And it's like, screw that, man. Just have fun. Critical miss. I'm just gonna ignore this guy and try to break the shield down, because I feel like that's what I have to do, right? I have to break the shield. What's the shield vulnerable to? It's sort of immune to everything, really. So you just gotta sort of just whack it until it breaks, really. Sort of got resistance to everything. Maybe not bludgeoning damage. I should have changed her weapon actually while it's not her turn yet. Although it may use her turn, but this is her sword that she normally uses, I think, right? Although it is the same thing. It is the same thing. Okay, so we'll just use her bludgeoning damage, because I don't think this thing said it was... Oh, it is bludgeoning resistant. I lied. It is bludgeoning resistant, so it doesn't really matter. So we may as well just switch it up then. By the way, and this is... Oh, no, that wasn't her weapon. This was her weapon, wasn't it? This was her weapon. It does more damage. I think that was her weapon. Can I not switch it up right now? I have to wait until it's her turn, I guess. Alright. Fair. Okay. Whoops. I guess we're done, so we'll end turn. Okay, hold on. What are you saying here? Oh, you're gonna get it next. Sweet, I bet you'll have a blast with Elden Ring. Modern content and accessibility of game info has led to toxic meta play, as well as laziness of people just look up builds to make games as easy as possible. Certain games, that is fine. Some of it ruins. 100%, I agree, absolutely. I absolutely agree. Yeah, I didn't really understand. I tried not to look up too many guides for Elden Ring. I sort of wanted to go in a little bit blind. What I looked up, full transparency, is like, I didn't understand the stats at all. And I learned that if you want to play bleed build, or like samurai, you need to go high dexterity, because bleeding scales with arcane and dexterity. So, and there's like certain cap markers. Same with like WoW, you have to get like hit capped. So like I feel like if you didn't Google this stuff, you wouldn't know. You need like 13% hit rating, so you don't miss, and that's like required for rating. I don't know if they explain that stuff in game or not. I don't know. But I agree. I am a little bit guilty for Googling some stuff that I maybe should figure out on my own. I do agree with you on that. And it has led to like shitty and toxicity, because people like, they min-max the fun out of everything, because they just want to like do it. They don't care to like have fun doing it. I absolutely agree. I agree with you. Have fun, and then like whatever, like if you need to fix it, you fix it. My biggest fear of doing that with Elden Ring, my first playthrough, is everybody kept telling me you can't respec forever. There's a very limited number of respecs. So I didn't want to screw myself by running out of respecs. Little did I know, I never actually ended up respecking.
I had everything I've ever wanted, right here! And you've ruined it!
Well, ruined it. It's ruined. It's ruined.
I'm not leaving. You can't make me. He's nothing to me. He left me here all this time. I had to do everything for myself. Even when it was scary, even when I was alone, I didn't give up.
Look at his claws. He looks sick.
But would he even want me back? I've changed. A lot.
What if people find min-max fun? It's totally fun. If that's your thing, if that makes you happy, totally. It's just, I think a lot of people sacrifice experience for the sake of min-maxing. That's all. I think if you think it's fun, that's totally fine. But I think a lot of people turn it into a job and then almost resent it. But it almost becomes your own chains. Like, you essentially like enslave yourself to the idea of like of missing out, fear of missing out, because if you're not min-maxing and you're not optimizing, then you're just going to fall behind, and you can't have that, because people either will look down on you or you'll just feel bad. And I wonder how many people are min-maxing because of that, because they don't want to fall behind or they don't want to be ostracized, and how many people min-max because they actually enjoy like min-maxing. Of course he will, you're bound to each other always. Change is good, that's what growing up is all about.
So I wouldn't have to make up friends to play with anymore. I'd have someone real.
No, it's just a kid.
And he would too, I think. Alright, I'll do it. I want to do it.
This is the most wholesome interaction I think we've had all game. This is almost sweet.
Bye. And thank you for playing with me.
Oh, wow. That's sick, huh? Look at that. Wow, we did it. Okay. So, that's done. I guess we go back to Halcyon then, I would imagine, right? Because we finished that quest, right? What does this say now? Halcyon? Speak to Halcyon. Oh, at camp. Okay. Is there anything else here? Those of you that have played this game religiously and understand all the ins and outs, other than speaking to Halcyon at camp, is there something else I should wrap up here before I go see the supposedly infamous city known as Baldur's Gate? We'll go to camp really quick to talk to Mr. Halson. Depends on the game. Some games rely on the exploration of a character and build. Some, it is a means to the end. Also, min-max meta can make you resent the character if it is against your playstyle. 100%, I agree. Just depends on the game and what players expect from it. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, look, min-maxing, in my opinion, should give you an edge that you only notice if you're a psycho at the game, in my opinion. Min-maxing shouldn't be so drastic that if you don't min-max, you almost feel like you're crippled when you're trying to play. Min-maxing should give you the competitive edge if you've already expended all the resources that the average player can use, and using min-max gives you access to resources only being really good at the game would give you. So there's like a point to doing that. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. Honestly, like I feel like in WoW, min-maxing has gotten out of hand, and a lot of the people that quote-unquote min-max aren't even pushing that hard. So it's like, what are you min-maxing for? Like, I don't know. Respectfully. You know, my friends, you know, even Kel'Thuzar, and he'll be the first to tell you this, he's definitely a min-maxer. Him and his friends are definitely min-maxers, and they really push. But if they didn't min-max, would they still be able to do the same content? I think they would. I genuinely think they would. I think if they weren't spending as much time simming every single trinket, every single necklace, would they still be able to clear 10+ Mythic dungeons? I think they would. Would they be able to get World First in Mythic? I think not, but they're not doing that already. So I think the min-maxing is not necessary for what they do, but it certainly gives them a little bit more of an edge. But if they didn't do it, I still think they'd be able to still do everything they're doing. Because I think the majority of what they're doing is their skill, not their gear. But I could be wrong.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I could be incorrect, but I think the majority of what's carrying them through the content they're doing is their awareness and their capabilities as a gamer. Not necessarily the gear. The gear mitigates some of the damage, but I don't think they're getting hit that often because they're avoiding mechanics. So I feel like the min-maxing they're doing isn't helping them as much as they think it is because they're just playing well enough that they don't have to rely on that extra inch of gear to save them, maybe. Where is Halson? Because he said he said go back to camp to see him, but I don't see him here. Lae'zel, Asterion. Where is Halson? Is he here? What if we go here? Is he here? That's her. That's the boy. Daniel. That's weird. Maybe he's hiding somewhere else.
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal.
Oh my god, imagine saying that.
Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
That's nice. Cool. Yeah, you're right. I think min-maxing is a bit of it, a little bit of it. There's definitely a carrot on the end of the stick for sure, to a degree, where like it sort of gives them purpose to keep grinding. Yeah, I don't know. I think though it also becomes your chains in a sense, where like if you're getting unlucky and the one trinket you need is just not dropping, you feel like incomplete until you get it, and it's like, man, this game has like become my prison now until I get that one thing, and it almost seems like torturous in a sense. If you're like that, you know, obsessed with a few extra percentage here or there. Okay. It's Arabella. He's got to be around here, Halson. He said he's going to be at camp. He has to be here somewhere. Unless he's back at the other thing still, but... yeah, that's leaving camp. What is going on, man? Maybe he's not here. Maybe he's just not. Maybe I gotta go back to... so we'll leave camp. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's do a short rest to heal him.
I'll feel that one later.
Whoops, didn't mean to do that. End turn-based mode. Exit turn-based mode. Okay. We'll leave camp and go back to that place where Halsin is. Min-max is definitely fun for some people, 100%. It's just like min-maxing to me is like getting your car, like it's like those people that buy those really fast sports cars that go like 0 to 200 in under half a second, but they never drive it on a racetrack. It's like we're investing all this time and energy and effort into something that can perform really well, but we're never using it where it would perform that well. Correct. You're absolutely correct. And I'm of the mentality, personally, I don't need like the ego boost. I'm not the kind of person that goes in naked with a stick that just beats him down, dodging the whole time. I'm just like, let's get geared, let's get cool weapons, let's look sick, let's go in there and fight him in an epic battle, and we'll bleed him to death. Which people say bleed build is like the cheesiest build. I don't care. It's fun. It looks cool. I love samurai swords. So that's how I play Elden Ring. Like, maybe you can call that min-maxing. I just call it having fun. I don't min-max. I'm just like, can I do this now without like spending 60 hours in the same boss? Can I like learn the mechanics enough to dodge a few times? And do I feel like my damage is enough that it's like a fair enough fight now? Yeah, but I don't like, I'm not like crunching the numbers to the degree where like I'm trying to get like squeeze every ounce of damage I can out of my character. It's just like, does it feel better when I hit him now? If it does, it's good enough for me. But full transparency, like before, I haven't played Elden Ring on stream yet, but like there was a part of me that was like a little bit hesitant because I'm like, I don't get shit on because I'm like playing Bleed and people are like shitty about it and they say I'm cheating because I'm like leveling up my character too much. And I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. Don't watch. I changed my mind. I just don't care anymore. So like, I promise you, most people watching are probably better at Elden Ring than I am, and I don't care. I still love the game and have a lot of fun playing it. And I cheese my way through it like it's nobody's business. Like, it's nobody's business. Like, I beat Melania using, like, using Frost Pots, Bleed Build. I beat the Godskin Duo using Sleep Pots. People would call that cheating. I call it clever use of game mechanics.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
It is impressive when people beat like Melania with like no gear and like a stick. It's very cool, but yeah, I still have just as much fun doing it my way, you know. So when will the curse actually be lifted? I
knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
We met pretty early on, I mean.
I can't say for certain, but
have you ever played Elden Ring, Torin? Brilliant game.
Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready.
Something that bothers me, and this is ego shit, this is pure ego shit, is that people don't think that a clever use of game mechanics is like just as valued as like unga bungaing or just dodging the whole time, being really skilled at the game. Because I feel like being smart with your time and using like sleep pots, if you know the boss is like weak to sleep magic, is just as good or as intelligent as like just understanding like when to dodge. I feel like both are like equal. Like one is just playing smarter, one is just playing better, but they're not, one's not above the other. They're just different play styles. If they call it cheating, they hate FromSoft. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You did play it a bit. Oh, very cool. I'd love to watch you. I love watching people play Elden Ring. It's so much fun. What happened to Oliver exactly? Really quick before I click this option. When the Elden Ring meta was huge, and right now when Only Fangs is huge, I follow a whole bunch of streamers that are playing, and these are streamers that I've never watched before, because they're just playing right now, and I want to see their perspective. I want to like just see Elden Ring play, so I don't know what these people are or what they're for. I followed so many people when Elden Ring was meta, and when Only Fangs is meta, only for me to forget that I followed them, and then when I would like scroll through Twitch, all of a sudden they would come up, and it's just so many titty streamers. I had to unfollow so many people. And there's not that I dislike, you know, any of that, but I just, not on Twitch. I don't know. I don't watch it on Twitch. It's not my thing. Like when I'm watching Twitch, I just want to watch a gameplay. So it's funny how like I I wasn't paying attention to who these people were because they were all just playing Elden Ring at the time. And then I unfollowed so many people because it was just working out, and it's like I don't care about any of this. I just liked Elden Ring, and I don't know what the rest of your content is. I was just following for the meta. And I'm still finding people that I'm unfollowing because it's just when they're not playing the thing I'm interested in. It's just like I forgot I even followed you because I never there's specific people I watch, and like that's more or less it. Yeah, so my follower list is OnlyFangs, not OnlyFans. OnlyFangs is a guild right now in WoW, in hardcore WoW. It's a lot of fun. And I followed a whole bunch of people that I've never heard of before.
Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair, whatever they wish. I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have.
That's interesting, instead of remaining as one person.
Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person. If the Oak Father wills it.
The Oak Father wills it.
I hope he does.
Cool. So yeah, OnlyFangs is a lot of fun. I've been watching it a lot. It sucks to watch people in their 50s die. That's crazy. Like I don't know if I'd have the heart to do it again. Gonna leave a Star Citizen OnlyFans link in Discord. Okay. What now? You've got what you wanted after all.
I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me.
Interesting.
I belong at your
So
side.
it's not going to be dark anymore now. I'm glad to have you. So now everything's gonna...
And I'm glad to be had. Glad to be with you, I mean.
Is he being romantic right now? Did he lift the curse? Is he gonna lift the curse? Are we done? But what I was saying was speak to Halcyon at camp. So why hasn't he lifted the curse yet? What am I missing? But my point was just watching all those streamers I never normally watch. It's interesting how they all play the game differently. Watching them all play Elden Ring, they all found the same way, or a different way to solve the same problem. Nolly made a friend. It was interesting to watch like all these streamers that don't normally play games like Elden Ring, I guess, jumping on the meta to play the game. The curse will lift over time. Okay, perfect. And it's just, yeah, so sort of what you were saying, Torin, it's like there's so many ways to skin a cat, and watching all these people that never would have played Elden Ring, play Elden Ring, and figure out how they do it was fascinating to see. Holy fuck, like watching both Mizkif and XQC, I watch Mizkif, I guess, more because he just plays a lot more WoW than XQC, but holy fuck. Watching the two of them play Elden Ring, they literally banged their head against the wall. They didn't learn anything. They just banged their head against the wall until they finally got it. I have no idea how they did it. I don't know how they have the endurance to do something like that. How they can just keep running at the boss, dying, doing it again, running at completely ignoring the mechanics, for the most part. Eventually they got it just through sheer will, but good lord, man. That's looked so painful to watch. And I suck at Souls games. I like them very much because they're awesome. They're very, very aesthetically like stunning, but I'm not very good at them. But even I sort of understand, okay, this mechanic means you have to dodge this way. This mechanic means you have to dodge this way. And they did none of that. They just unga-bunga'd it, and eventually they got it, but like, holy Christ. That's crazy, dude. It was crazy to see that. There's actually one way to skin a cat. Cut it and rip off the skin. That's so funny. You're so funny, dude. I have Sekiro. I got it when it was like on sale for like $18 or something, and I haven't played it yet. But I've heard it's the hardest of all the Souls games, and I'm so nervous to play it because I suck. I suck. I'm excited because I love samurais, but I'm nervous because I'm afraid I'm gonna get my ass kicked. And again, XQC, watching him play it, he unga-bunga'd it, and that's not a game you're supposed to be able to do that to, but he did, and chat was freaking out the whole time. It's crazy, so I guess you can. Alright, off to Baldur's Gate, I guess. We finished everything, right?
Enemies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
It's just similar. You're right, you're right. To be fair, Souls games, like real Souls games, in my opinion, sort of lock you into a sandbox. And you're very limited with your resources, and you can't really out-level it as much. That's my sort of my understanding to a Souls game, like, officially. Like, whatever resources you have to a degree. There are some cheesier ways to do it, but ultimately you can't just get double the level and come back and nuke them. That's my understanding of how Souls games normally work. There are ways to make it a little bit easier, but you can't just, like, it's not like WoW. It's not like if you're dying to a guy, you can just get 3 times the level, come back and raid gear and nuke him. You see, like, it's very more linear, to my understanding, Souls games. Oh, I forgot. Okay, it's okay. I fucked up. Sorry. Screwed up. It's too late. It's alright. Next time. It's alright. I could always revert it to be fair, right? I guess. Saving, at least. Whoa, cinematic?
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of
Oh, it's a
the
little bit laggy.
shadows.
Oh, no.
Kethric's reign of living death is over.
Man, I really appreciate you to load in. You're going to show me a cinematic like this, please.
Your courage has been tested, and in this
Instead of, like,
sequence,
3 FPS.
you have triumphed.
This would have been so much more epic if it wasn't as laggy and like 2 FPS like it is right now, but it's still pretty cool. Is that the Erd Tree? Is everything coming full circle? Is this the Erd Tree? Wow, it's the most bright the game has ever been, I think. It's the most hopeful the game has ever been, that's for sure. Congrats on finishing Act 2, thank you. Yeah, we're getting there. Man, I have to say, like, I get notifications every single time I go live, and I don't know what it is about Twitch, but Twitch sucks for discoverability compared to YouTube, because the numbers that we do on YouTube compared to Twitch is like insane. It's crazy. And maybe it's just the audience. Maybe just my stuff isn't like doesn't align with like whatever the Twitches do, the Twitch audience, and maybe it aligns more with the YouTube audience. But holy Christ, it's crazy when you see the difference of like views, searching, likes, stuff like that. It's insane, the difference. Not that Twitch has all those metrics, but like discoverability. The discoverability on YouTube is like it exists. There's no discoverability on Twitch. It's very strange. For a website that's like barely clinging on, I'm shocked they're not like trying to do more for like discoverability. What is this? Holy cinematic. These are the 2 guys we have to go after now. You know what? Even if I skip stuff in Act 2, because I clicked this too fast, it's an excuse to play it again sooner, honestly.
Here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties.
Who is she?
Patrolling and saluting and
Okay.
bowing.
What's gonna happen?
Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Oh, it's her.
The plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start.
He runs out.
Neither of us expected the prism bearers to kill Ketherick. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant.
Nobody talks to me like that. Holy moly.
Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh,
Jesus, dude.
And tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
They're both cooler than Ketherick Thorn. They're both awesome characters. His voice is probably one of the best voices in the game, in my opinion, so far. Although J.K. Simmons was cool to find. But she's the coolest character, I think, of the three of them. She's a really creepy, cool-looking villain. She seems way scarier than he is. He seems afraid of her, honestly. Alright, what's up there? What's up there? We're gonna see Baldur's Gate now. We're gonna see the wide shot of Baldur's Gate.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in
There it
endless
is.
silence. One sleep away.
Look at that. Look at that establishing shot. How exciting is that? I gotta get my graphics up, man. I gotta fix this. I gotta see what the beauty is as it was intended. That's exciting, man. That's really exciting. She is a changeling that is an acolyte for the god of murder. Yeah, Ball, right? She's Ball. Yeah, you can say she's ballin'. Look, I take my chances. That's all I'm saying. You know? It's worth it. I'd risk it for the biscuit. I think I could riz her with my tism. Riz him with the tism. Oh, did I just go back up? What? What are you doing? Go back down. Oh my goodness.
Moving ahead.
I love her Hellraiser vibes. She reminds me like of a Cenobite, sort of. That guy, though, he is one of the best voices in the game. Holy shit. I know you said he's an actor or something. You know the actor, but man, he's got a great voice, that guy. Starion wants to talk. Okay. We'll go this way.
I should speak up.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
So right there, this goes to show you fix Shadowheart. You can't fix her. Maybe I don't want to fix her. So just really quick, the brilliance of like even the direction of this game. As Astarion said those lines, he went through like the gambit of like 5 or 6 emotions. There was sarcasm, there was resentment, there was frustration, there was fear, there was a little bit of anger again. Like, it's crazy. When I'm so used to like World of Warcraft or other games like that, where all the characters are like, "Oh yes, we need to kill this guy." It's just this game is so layered. They've put so much effort. This game is better acting. than like most Netflix original series. I cannot get over that. I know I'm so annoying with this. It's so goddamn polished. It's crazy.
Of course I envy him. Why wouldn't I? The problem with what Cazador has done is that he did it to me.
And that's why he's my favorite character. He's such a narcissist like that.
Move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
Asterian's like, I don't want to save the people. I'm just pissed that I don't get to be that powerful. Let me have the. He shouldn't have the power. I should be the dictator, not him. It's so brilliant.
What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better.
All that matters to me is you're safe. Freedom is not the same as power. Killer isn't worthy of respect. Don't get ahead of yourself. You don't even know if that's possible.
Look, I appreciate that. I'm very grateful, of course. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am,
Oh my god, he's the best.
Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finely positioned for yours truly to ascend.
Did you see that Neil even dressed like a vampire? I did not see that. Was that on Halloween, you mean? Oh, when he was doing the character, you mean? When he was doing the voice acting, he dressed like him? That's so funny. Wow. I gotta watch behind the scenes stuff. I was trying to avoid spoilers. Like, that's why I didn't watch a whole lot of stuff. But man, I would love to watch how this game was made. We'll find the other spawn. I'm with you all the way. Screw it.
My, you sweetheart. Then there isn't a moment to waste. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us. Likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk.
The reason...
Unless Cazadors change their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
Okay, so at least we know where we need to go. I'm excited to see Baldur's Gate. His everyday nice outfits looks like a vampire. Let's Google it. That's funny as hell, man. Alright, let's Google it. One sec. The reason why I think I like Astarion more than anyone else is I've always been drawn to the characters that are a little bit rough around the edges and a little bit gray, morally gray. Shadowheart is too much like a paladin to me. She's too much like she has a duty, she sticks by that duty. And same with Karlach. A little bit too like by the books. Astarion's a little bit like he sort of his loyalties are a little bit questionable. I think that's why I'm so fascinated. All right, let's take a look. The dude looks like Astarion. Is that intentional? Did they make Astarion look like the actor that does his voice? Hold on. Wow, he cleans up well, huh? Hold on. I gotta try to find how to bring this up on He's a handsome dude. Wait a minute. He did Heisenberg? Is that why I recognize his voice? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I had no idea. She's into pain. His everyday nice outfits look like a vampire. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can bring this up. Is this how you bring it up? Hold on. One sec. Let's see if this works. Hold on. Can you see that? You guys can see that. Yeah. This dude is Heisenberg, I think. Right? Look. Right? That's him. That's crazy. Neil Newborn. Same dude. I had no fucking idea. He was my favorite character. Of course, we all liked Lady Dimitrescu. Of course, she was like, she's, you know, she's our queen. But as far as like interesting characters go, Heisenberg was the most interesting character, and of course it was him that did the voice. That's crazy, dude. I think that's also the voice actor for the Lady Dimitrescu. I could be incorrect. She looks familiar. I think that's her. I could be incorrect. But my God, I had no freaking idea, dude. No idea. That is crazy. I love this dude even more. And he looks like Asterion, so I feel like that's intentional. I feel like they made Asterion sort of look like him a little bit, but whatever. Okay. We're back in the game, right? Yeah, you guys see the game? Beautiful. Oh, man. That made me fall in love with the actor even more. I had no idea. I had no idea it was the same guy. Heisenberg is probably one of my favorite characters in a video game. Honestly, Resident Evil Village, those characters, some of my favorite characters in like video games in a long time, just because they were so charming in a weird way. All the Resident Evil 8 was one of my favorite storylines. It was very strange. It was a very strange kind of game because it wasn't as scary as the other Resident Evils. It was more actiony, but the characters were just brilliant. Alright, so I guess we gotta get on with the game now. I guess we just leave. Right? What's this? Halsin. We gotta talk to Halsin. Is he up here? No, going the wrong way, dummy. Halsin is that way. Alright, is he this way? Sort of. Keep going around. Keep going this way. There he is. She's into pain. She is. But she just seems duty-driven. She doesn't want to piss off Shar. She'll pick Shar over me.
Only by reputation.
Mm-hmm.
She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived.
So it seems like Jaheira, if that's how you say her name?
Truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt.
Right, so what I'm saying is, the reason why I thought she was more powerful is because the way people spoke about her before I met her or even after I met her is that she was this super powerful druid and she did something in Baldur's Gate 2, it seems like, to save the city at one point. So it seems like she's a bit of a legend in like in the world Baldur's Gate universe. So Arc Druid, so I didn't know if that was like a WoW thing or if that's just a Druid thing, but clearly it's just a D&D Druid thing, Arc Druid, as the title for like an accomplished Druid of like higher capabilities. You just put a little work into it. Shar took away her memories. Of course she was loyal. You guys are simps for Shadowheart. That's the truth. You guys are both simps.
No matter how long I live, I will always strive to remain a keen pupil. Only a fool would think he could drink in all knowledge until none is left. There is always more. Nature's tapestry is infinitely complex. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced.
Oh, she was a companion in the older games. That's sick.
Would she have helped the refugees? Defended the Grove? Controlled Korga? At least now we can benefit from her presence. And perhaps work to a common goal.
Always, he's admitting it. I respect you. I never understood about simp, the whole like idea of simp. To be honest, I learned that word recently. Like I've heard it, but I didn't really know what it meant. But it means simpleton, like a dumb person, like someone like someone that's uneducated. So what does that have to do with women? I know that part I never really understood. I know it has a different meaning now, and you mean like people that like are like willing to give up money to women they'll never be with or something. Sort of. I sort of understand like that. I don't know if that's even correct. But I don't understand how simpleton, being like uneducated, I don't see the connection there, but I don't know. How am I holding up in your estimations? I feel like I haven't gotten it properly yet. How am I holding up?
Given the circumstances, you're faring as well as can be expected, I suppose.
Feel like I haven't gotten to know you properly yet. Is that flirting?
What would you like to know?
Or is this... Don't taste wrong, you're quite large for an elf? How did you come to be a druid? Do you come to be a druid? I feel like you're born a druid. I don't feel like you learned to be a druid. I feel like you're born descendant of a druid.
I had a friend when I was young, long ago. He played with me in the forests where I grew up. But eventually, I realized no one else had heard of him. It was Daniel, of course. Nature was my very first friend. I get older.
Are you kidding?
He hasn't changed a day. I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him.
Whoa.
I had to be a protector.
Goosebumps, dude. Holy Christ, I got goosebumps from that. That was crazy. I had no idea that he's like a manifestation of nature. That's what the kid was. That's nuts, dude. Talk about a twist. Wow.
I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now. Who's to say? Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry.
I thought he just worked out, honestly.
Not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have most certainly happened.
I didn't know he was bigger for an elf. I thought like maybe he was just jacked because he's like a bear druid, and maybe he like fights a lot, so like he just he's a warrior, so that's why he looks like this. I didn't think he was. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, what'd you guys say?
Doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in high forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. The grove became my family, with Sylvanus as my teacher. And now I have you.
It's cool that she was an NPC though. That's really cool how they brought her back then. So simple, you will do anything just for a smile or a gesture from a woman. Your view becomes simple when it comes to the interest. Do you turn off your ability to reason? Oh. Okay, I understand. I appreciate that. That makes sense. Yeah, that happens when you see boobies. I understand that. You didn't answer the part about love. You didn't answer the part about lovers. Holy. Imagine that. You're better off with me anyways.
It was a long time ago. The wounds don't heal, but they become more bearable.
Turn to other matters. Okay, that's weird. Tell me about something about yourself that I wouldn't even think to ask.
I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature?
Same, buddy, same.
I know. Well-trodden territory. Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth. Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey.
Wow, that's weird. So you turn into a bear and you like honey, a little on the nose, huh?
Ornaments, utensils, and ducks.
That's so strange.
I like ducks. I like what I like. Once you get to my age, you realize there's little point in denying yourself, so long as others aren't affected.
That's funny.
350 years young. I've been privileged to watch saplings grow
That's sick.
into mighty boughs.
He's pretty young for a druid then, isn't he? I feel like druids aren't normally a lot older than that.
Why don't you? Come on. I'm sure you've something better than carving wooden ducks.
I live in mortal fear of krakens, though I never actually seen one.
Well, they are fierce creatures from what I understand. But as long as you avoid the high seas, I think you can consider yourself safe.
I think that's foreshadowing. I could be wrong. I'm gonna pee one more time. I'm so sorry to do this to you guys. Too much coffee, too much water, small bladder. Boys, we're back. Okay, sorry. I have a feeling, I could be wrong, that we might see a kraken in the city. I don't know. Just based on the way he said, like, well, stay off the seas, or I'm like, the fact that I said I'm afraid of kraken. I feel like this game is humorous like that, where suddenly a kraken will somehow, like, fall out of the sky and right onto Baldur's Gate. So it shows House in here as, like, a quest objective, but there's nothing to talk to him about. So what's that all about? Let's see. I think, right? Nope, that's not right. There. Quests. Gortash left for Baldur's Gate. We should go after him. Fight completed. Find more parasites to absorb. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. Meet Voss in Baldur's Gate. Rescue the Grand Duke. Taken to Baldur's Gate. Everything's at Baldur's Gate. Free the artist. Left for Baldur's Gate. Who knows? Maybe we'll see more of them. Find the Night Song. Find the wizard in Baldur's Gate who wants the Night Song. So I think everything... Shadowheart's past. Punished by the stripping of Oliver Church. Now all you can do is seek out the Council of the Night Song. So she's here, isn't she? Wasn't that the girl with the wings? Or is that someone else? I thought that was the girl with the wings that's here, but am I incorrect? That's Asterion. It's the owlbear cub. Where is... I know she's around here. I just saw her, too. Is that someone else I'm thinking of, though? Is that not who... it's the owlbear cub. You've already seen a dragon. I have seen a dragon. That's true. Okay, that's Halsin. Do you guys know who I'm talking about when I say the girl with the wings? The one that, She's sleeping, Karlach? Just lying down? Here, her. Yeah, that's her. So she should have her answer for Shadowheart, right?
What do you know about me?
There. Okay, there we go.
You spoke of my past. Being chased by wolves.
God, this angle. I forgot Shadowheart was talking.
I told no one about that.
I didn't realize she was moving her mouth.
Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
Yes.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed.
Show me everything you're about to reveal, Shadowheart. I want to see everything you're going to reveal.
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
I never noticed Nolly had a mole there. Should probably get that checked out if there's a price. What do they call it? Oh wow, it's a young Shadowheart. Dermatologist. There's a dermatologist inside Baldur's Gate. I should get it checked out. Is that her? Mm-hmm. Brutal.
You'll remember that it as a common rite among Seluna's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
Wow.
What? Who was that man?
Her father.
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
Wow.
That is him.
Yeah, she didn't like
He lives
wolves.
still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were
Wow.
young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
That's what I'm gonna ask first. Does this mean you're a Selûnite?
I don't know.
Your parents both followed the Moon Maiden. I could sense
Oh
their
my
faith
God.
even in a brief glimpse of the past. You were to receive Seluna's guidance in those woods.
She can have daddy
You were
issues.
to come of age.
Just makes her hotter.
Instead, Shah's followers snatched you. They must have been watching you for a long time.
I'm sorry, your parents, but we have other concerns. No, I'll help. Come on.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their
Wow.
lair. But be warned.
Just gets better and better.
You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain.
Wow.
Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. I
Oh,
felt it call
that's
to
a
me
good line.
as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûna has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful.
Oh, that's so clever.
What you do with it, that will be up to you.
Wow.
Same as before.
So,
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
wow, I like Shadowheart a lot better now.
Repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Wow. So, my understanding is... Oh, she's gone. My understanding is sort of like a duality, where Shar and Selûnites, or whatever the hell that god is called, are sort of like... One's like light and dark. And you need both of them to have balance, but at the same time, they're sort of at like war with each other. And Shadowheart actually was part of like the paladin, so the light people, but she was recruited. Part of the initiation is she goes out into the woods by herself and finds her way back, but she got caught by the Shar, who then converted her as to one of their own. And she always thought she was a Shar, but in her heart of hearts, she was actually these like Selûnites, right? Like these like for the light, these like paladin type kind of people. When she actually thought she was the opposite. That's crazy. And I know I'm splitting hairs because like paladins actually exist in the game. I know that, but I'm just saying like for the light, these people that are like the opposite of like the dark people, right? Because like the cultists, the cult people are like for Shar, and this lady is the anti-Shar. She's for like the moon goddess or whatever. All right, I guess we leave now, right? Let's see quests. Reveal the truth, Shadowheart. She was not saved, but abducted, indoctrinated. Okay, make for Baldur's Gate. Fiery friend. What does she have? Gortosh was her former boss. She wants her revenge. We have to find him. So find Gortosh, and for you, release Will from his pact, but only after 6 months has passed. She disappeared again, but not before, promising she'd find us soon enough. So she's just gonna throw up. She's gonna throw up. She's gonna show up. Not a paladin, but follower. Yeah. Grand Duke Ravengard was inflicted within. Okay, he is being transported, so he's at Baldur's Gate. Appeared at our campsite. We claimed. Need to meet him, so we're meeting. So everything's at Baldur's Gate now. Astarion thinks we need to find. Sacrifice members, ritual. Okay. So everybody's quest now is in the city. So let's head into the city. And it is 5, so we'll call it soonish. We are streaming tomorrow, normal time. Today's like a bit of a bonus stream to make up for yesterday. So I don't know how much we're gonna get done here. Yeah. We'll stream for a little bit. I'll wait for the missus to come home. We'll just call her when she comes home. I was debating calling it right now and starting fresh tomorrow, but we can play for a little bit longer, I guess. Because sometimes she runs a little bit later, so get a little bit more gaming in. Push a little bit more if you can. How do we leave camp? Because we can't fast travel because we've not been here yet. So I think that's the exit, it looks like. Maybe.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. I guess we'll rest. Right? Turn it to daytime, then leave. Where's the camp, though? What's in here? Oh, it's Withers. Bill Withers. Oh, we have a vendor now. Oh, it's Withers. Never mind. Alright, where's the camp? To sleep. Am I, like, blind? There's gotta be the campsite here somewhere, dude. Unless I could just choose go to sleep. Is that it? There it is. Okay, it's right here. There's Will.
Better not be cursed.
I do have a Discord. Yeah, you can join the Discord if you're interested. Can you see the link? Is the link in my description of our live stream right now? Okay, there's an intro to Act 3 coming up. You can finish and then quit. Perfect.
The last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full.
I can
The
tell you
Absolute
that.
is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers.
Yeah, good luck sleeping with all that knowledge.
Fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside.
Awesome.
of it. With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest, orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power
Oh my
to
God, it keeps
thwart
going.
the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you.
Wow.
Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you
Imagine.
gain for your own purposes?
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, I appreciate you joining the Discord. It's just mostly to, like, to update people when we do streams. Like yesterday, we were supposed to stream. We ended up streaming today because something came up. So I used the Discord just to notify you guys. I won't make it tomorrow. I won't make it yesterday, but I'll be here today. So that's mainly the purpose. And then eventually, I'm coordinating events. When we get enough people to join the Discord, maybe play Baldur's Gate together, play WoW together, other games like that. You know, there's all kinds of games, party games, Mario Party, stuff like that. When we have a bit more of a community, maybe we can start setting up like community game nights where we could all sort of coordinate on Discord and then hop online and play together. So yeah, anyone's more than welcome to join. All I want is to be free of the parasite. I'll do what's necessary to make that happen. I will succeed where the chosen will fail. I will dominate the world. When the moment comes, I'll do what feels right. I will free everyone of this evil. I will be the hero that saves Baldur's Gate. Okay, we're going super altruistic for this playthrough because Nolly's a really good guy. Nolly, in my opinion, when I made this character, he is sort of like the Uther Lightbringer kind of character, if you know World of Warcraft. He is like the like ideal paladin. You do what's right, you protect the people, you risk yourself for the greater good. That's like that. I don't normally play that character, but I wanted to do it this time because it sort of seems like it leans into that kind of mentality. It also seems like it'd lead into anything else if I wanted it to, but it seems like if I don't let the game persuade me, and I just do what I think the game wants me to do, it seems like generally they sort of push you to do what's right, to be a morally good person, to help the characters. Now, they give you the option to be evil. They give you the option to go crazy, but it seems like the main storyline is like, generally be a good person, generally be a hero, generally save the day.
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is...
Gotten kicked out. I haven't kicked anybody out.
But sleep is not for you.
Evil Alliance. Are the good guys now? Oh my god, that thing. I forgot about that thing. Oh my god. Jeez, dude. I had no idea. Are you kidding me, man? Really?
We're under attack. Help me.
Are you kidding, dude? Okay, so... I don't know why that happened, Torin. Yeah, could it kick people automatically if I don't... Because I thought I was the only one that, like, runs it, and I haven't... That's strange. I don't know. I'm not very good at Discord, honestly. I just sort of use it for like, communication more than anything, but... Okay, not enough movement. Escape the portal before the Absolute takes control. I understand. We're not even fighting. I'm gonna save. I'm saving before anything else. Time for monks to kick butt? Who's a monk? Provokes attack opportunity. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Okay, can we jump to this dude? What if we just jump right in front of your face and smack you? Not enough movement. Not enough movement. Right there.
They won't expect this.
Guess we'll fight you. Alright. You don't have to worry, man. I mean, we talk so much anyways. I mean, of course you're welcome to join. Yes, you broke it. Oh, the bad guys are all monks. Oh. Oh. I don't have a lot of turns to get there. That's crazy, dude. How am I gonna do this? I shouldn't fight them. Just run to the portal?
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Provokes attack opportunity. Yeah, I know it's gonna provoke attack opportunity. I don't care. I'll just try to get to the portal, like he says. Screw it. How far can you get? That far? Do it. That's fine. Alright, that's fine. Oh, I can jump up there? Really, dude? Can I jump there? Attack opportunity is fine. Do it. Attack opportunity is fine. Can she almost do it? Can I just do it? Did I do it? What? That was easier than I thought it was, I'll be honest with you. Huh. Alright. Oh no. Now what? Is that the god? The death god?
That orb's going to blow. And soon.
Listen to the music, how intense it is. Oh my god. Oh, these are the monks. This game is so sick. Oh my god, this game is so cool. It just gets cooler and cooler, man. The cinematics, the characters, the story. I don't know how they keep... I don't get it. I feel like we peaked with coolness, then it just keeps getting better. I don't understand. That's crazy. What just happened? Well, we gotta talk to Karlak. Oh, we're in combat. Okay. Oh no, not our friend. Sorry, what'd you say? Parkour. I'll become a usual viewer, just a heads up. I'll probably break more before it's all done. I look forward to it. Let's break stuff together, right? Alright, welcome. It's fun, man. I'm glad we found each other. Hopefully we can maybe even play some WoW together eventually. That'd be fun. Okay. So this dude's fighting there. You're dead. Alright,
I can't hold them back alone.
I guess we gotta jump. Bam! Jumping like a... What was that? Jesus, brother, what the fuck? Alright, and we'll nuke you. Alright, I could actually ask for my other characters to come give you a hand in a second only, if you'd like that. Ooh, we missed. Yuck. Alright, can I... You guys want to maybe come give him a hand?
It's not over.
Or not, or just solo it. That works too. Just solo it, that's always an option. Yeah, do your thing.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Holly just jumps back. He's like, don't worry, I'm just gonna come back over to you guys. I just murdered everyone by myself, just single-handedly. Just doing what I do best.
I need you now.
I'm coming. Relax. So something I heard about this game coming up actually is that they're releasing all kinds of new classes and stuff, and I heard that people are mad, or not people, devs are mad at Baldur's Gate again because they're releasing all this stuff which should be DLC and they're not charging you for it. The patch they're releasing is supposedly so big it's essentially a DLC for free. And other devs are saying you gotta stop doing this, you're hurting our business because people are starting to expect this and we want to charge for it and you're giving it away. And Baldur's Gate is like tough. I love that so much. It's funny as fuck. Supposedly when the game first came out,
Come to the skull.
People were saying this is way too much for free. You're giving away way too much. You're making it unrealistic for all of us other devs to have to make games like this. It's like, imagine saying that. It's crazy, dude. It's so insane to say something like that. Your game is too good, and it makes my shitty game not as good as your really good game, so make your game worse, so I can just keep making shitty games and they don't have to compare it to your really good game. Death. Alright, we'll jump there. New subclass is just good guys shaming everyone. Honestly, dude, honestly. And I honestly felt the same way with Elden Ring, truthfully, because like the game offers so much for a one-time purchase. It's like, goddamn, like I feel like I got my money's worth. Hey, it's one of those Mind Flayer guys. I know the Mind Flayer guys are like supposedly evil, but man, they look so cool. The Mind Flayers look sick. He looks awesome. A new subclass is a really cool, that's really sick. I feel like that gives a lot of people that have played the game a million times a whole new perspective to play the game.
Before you do anything, I am your ally.
I trust him. I actually trust him.
We're in danger. The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost.
Saving it, but I trust him. I do trust him. I think if I were to put my money on it...
Let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams.
Look at his mouth. He's got a mouth like a, an alliance player with like a squid face race. Just create a game for the love of the game. I mean, they make good off them without all the microtransactions. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. So, I'm not really an alliance player. I play more Horde than anything now, but I see what you're saying. What do you need me to do? Leave the Githyanki alone. Prove to me that you are who you say you are. This is the battle we're fighting. I don't believe you. You're a mind flayer, die monster. Prove it to me you are who you say you are. I think that's what I should say. But I believe him. This is why I'll say this. I understand mind flayers are like evil, technically, and they take over minds, they manipulate. I think they're a very intelligent race. And I think self-preservation comes above all else. And I think he's smart enough to know that I would see through his facade and kill him if he wasn't legit. So I think he is legit. Because I think mind flayers are not stupid. But that's my very ignorant perspective, and maybe I'm just making shit up right now.
You saved a child from a viper. Back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. You let me live last time you were here, though it brought Blackheath's wrath upon you. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need.
I'm so happy I'm having this conversation with him because he looks so sick. He's such a cool model. Try and read his thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna say how do I help, but I want to see if I can read his thoughts first, just to see what the option gives me. I'm probably gonna fail this, but let's see if we can pass, because I want to see what's going on inside his head. Oh, come on, we were close. Now he's gonna get mad at me. Roll again. Roll again. There's no inspiration to use, so I just gotta get lucky. Yes, we did it, boys.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a warg pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. But if you insist on taking a
Now it's gonna go like, it's gonna like suck me into his head.
be my guest.
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you.
Yes, yes. Fill my mind with all the creepy eldritch beings.
As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
+1.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight.
Let's do it, buddy. I was gonna join you anyways. I just wanted to see the options.
We can turn the tide.
All right. So before Lovecraft, was the idea of like what do you call it? Cephod? How do you say it? It's not Cephod. How do you? I can't say it. What are octopus and cuttlefish? It's not How do you say that word? I can see it in my head. Wait, was that do you also know about Mind Flayer sex? I do not know about Mind Flayer sex, but it sounds very intriguing. But before Lovecraft, was this like a thing? Like monsters sort of portrayed in the form of like these tentacle-like beings, which are all based off like cuttlefish-like or octopus or squid, or was that like, did Lovecraft like start with that and now like all D&D runs with it? Cephalopod? It's not right. It's not right. How do you say that word? You know what word I'm talking about? Alright, so where do we fight him? We fight them here? It's Asterian's turn still? Yeah, I gotta make my way there. This guy's in Africa. I'll try my best.
Over here.
In turn. Get fucked. Ouch. Lovecraft-inspired novel was first released in paperback in the United States in 1974, about a year before the Mind Flayer first appeared. Cephalopod. Cephalopod? Is that how you say it? Cephalopod? Is that how you say it? Cephalopod? I've only ever read it. But you guys know what I'm talking about at least. So it was Lovecraft that sort of started that idea that these things are very alien looking, and then we were inspired. Someone wrote a book, and then a Mind Flayer appeared. So it seems like interesting. That's interesting. Hey, good for him. It's a shame he was a terrible, terrible person, even by those standards, you know, back then. But you know, that's the thing. Is like you tell people like Lovecraft was actually pretty racist. They're like, well, it was a different time. It's like, oh no, even for then they were like, Jesus Christ, buddy. Supposedly. And I love his work, don't get me wrong, but supposedly even for those standards back then, he was still pretty bigoted, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm definitely pronouncing it wrong. I think with Lovecraft, though, it was less hatred, more fear. I think he was more fearful than he was, like, filled with like vitriolic hatred. And you're like, what's the difference? Well, the difference I think is intention. I think if he's afraid of people taking whatever they're taking or whatever they're doing, it's almost a little bit more innocent than just like straight vitriolic like hatred just because someone looks different than you. Not to justify his racism. It's just to say like I could understand where someone's coming from if they're coming from a place of fear a little more than someone who's coming from a place of just like pure anger or hatred. Not that it justifies it, but it certainly makes more sense that when you're scared of something, when you're scared of the unknown, you're more likely to fear it or look at it as the enemy, is my point. Gary Gygax was influenced by a bunch of authors. Is that the creator of Dungeons & Dragons? I know Dungeons & Dragons is like fairly old. Like, when I say old, what's old? It's from like the 70s, right? It's been around for at least a few generations. That's my point. Right? What did you say here actually? Because Mind Flayer is you said a date. What was the date you wrote here? Here, hold on. 1974. That's quite early. It's a while. So it's interesting. We're gonna save that. We'll use this on him for now. Nice. We're making a little bit of progress here. Yeah, we'll keep fighting him while we're here. Okay. Come on, buddy. There. Get in her face. Alright, that's one. Nice! Stick. Very cool. I feel like science fiction. It seems like Dungeons and Dragons is like a blend of fantasy and science fiction. It sort of seems like it's created its own genre by blending the two together. Oof, it's a big one. Okay. We have to subdue him, not kill him, right? Oh, I didn't see that person back there. Whoops. He co-created in 1977. Wow, so it's been around for a long time, Dungeons & Dragons. That's crazy. I thought it was from like the 70s. That's... Wow, it's amazing how it's only grown in popularity over the years. Are they still around, the original creators, to see what, like, how what they've created, how far it's come? I am really low on health. These guys are banging me up, man. What are you weak to? The only thing you're weak to is psychic vulnerability. Okay. May as well do the strongest one if we're logging out soon, right? May as well. And this is, we're doing, yeah. And we'll, I guess, hop over here to fight you, I guess. Is it gone? Did I not use it? What happened? I have it. 10 turns. Just not enough resources, I guess. Star Trek is your favorite show, but is just something about a fantasy story that does it for you. Fair, fair. I was never really into fantasy, honestly. Not for a while, but this game certainly helped get me into it. I certainly fell in love with a lot of these characters. So I can't fight her? He's on our side, it looks like. No? Dominated. So I could fight him. I could fight her too. He takes a lot of damage. Yeah, we should heal ourselves. Guess that's all we can't use enough resources. Understood. Can I ignore him? I'm trying to make my way here. I need to fight this guy. Can I just ignore the other ones?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
You save it for now. You have to destroy these things.
The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
Okay. What is it? I can't see what it's... I can't even target it to see what it's weak to or whatever. That sucks. Okay. After this fight, I think I'm gonna call it.
The rock resists.
Yeah, I don't know how to...
shatter it.
I don't know what to do. Can I push him? No, I can't even be... Alright, we'll wait. Oh, he died in 08. Oh, that's very sad. I'm sorry to hear that. I find it funny that Lovecraft was anti-Semitic, but he married a Jew. I didn't know he married a Jew. I didn't even know he was married. How are you? You come in here? Okay. Calling it shortly. Either I'll die or end this, and we'll call it. I didn't know Lovecraft was married. That's so funny. And it's funny that he married a Jew of all people. He seems like someone that wouldn't have gotten married to me. I'm shocked to hear that. He just seemed like a bit of like a weird, like shut-in kind of loner. And supposedly a lot of his stories about like the things that we love, like Cthulhu and all that stuff, was actually like xenophobia. It was just him like masquerading it as like aliens. And we take it for face value now, but supposedly at the time it was more of a metaphor. Are we losing Astarion? We're gonna lose Astarion here? Maybe. 310, 36. Heal him up. Helped a bit, I guess. Not a lot, but something.
I must regain control over the Githyanki prince.
Whoa, he nuked him. Finally, dude. Are you gonna help us? Are you gonna do it? Because I can't break these things. He does it. Jeez. Okay. Alright, guys, after this cinematic, once we get out of combat, I think we're going to call it for the day. But we're going to be back tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. We're going to make a big impact in Baldur's Gate, maybe even play a little bit of WoW if there's enough time that allows.
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a
You can see his brain pulsating.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
I ask again, who are you? And I'm going to need a name this time. Thank you for saving me. I've always suspected you were. I always suspected you were. How could you say that, dude? You had no idea he was a mind flayer. I always suspected it, my ass.
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never
I appreciate that, Torin.
constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who called me, changed me into what I am now.
Wow. What a story. Creepy. Look at that thing, man. How creepy.
I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my own city.
Wow, what an origin story.
I sustained myself on criminals, unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work.
Wow. That's crazy.
To meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself.
Of course.
He tore me from my home and brought me back to the brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it.
Man, what an origin story. Holy. Jeez, dude. Did you have to eat criminal brains? I didn't realize mind flayers could be independent thinkers. So are you going to tell me what the battle was about? How did you end up here?
Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you.
Interesting.
Rather than potential future allies, like you.
Yeah, it's a killer story. I'm gonna check out that book. I appreciate that. I'm gonna look into it, man. It's a fun story. Yeah, that's a hell of a story, man. I can't wait to get into this tomorrow. And I'm gonna have to check out that H.P. Lovecraft book. That sounds awesome. I'm gonna write that down after this and check it out. You're gonna tell me what this battle's about. How'd you end up here? Get the Yankee. This here. Who is it? All right, independent thinkers.
Not all mind flayers are alike.
True.
I have always valued freedom above all else. In my past life and present.
So clearly you can be turned into a mind flayer.
For as long as I can remember.
Next time we're gonna have to turn into a mind flayer and see what it does for us. So are you going to tell me what the battle was about? How did you get up here? Okay. Let's go through the gauntlet.
Prince Orpheus, the son of Give herself. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled
That's a cool shot.
Mother to bring about the fall of the Elithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blacketh declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blacketh wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison.
I see.
Bound by
Okay.
infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Were you in prison tier 2? What is your to kill? So many questions.
No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prison. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence,
I did not know. Right.
The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for.
Containment prison.
While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
Jesus, man, that comes full circle. That's crazy. Alright, come on, give us an option. There you go.
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blacketh was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blacketh will be finished.
I love his gloves. He's got cool armor. What happened if we free? Could we kill? Oh.
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth.
The Emperor. I love how he's called the Emperor now.
A wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me.
Oh my god, it keeps going. I'm no lifted, never will be. I'm nothing like you. The more I talk to you, the less you seem like a mind flayer.
I'm glad you think so. I agree. But there is one thing that you have that I do not. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. Yours continues to limit you. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before.
I don't know about that, buddy.
Like it or not, our chances of defeating the Elder Brain are substantially improved if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty.
Yeah, buddy, I ain't got intelligence. I fail every int roll I have. Uh-huh.
The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
I'm gonna say no. I'll do it next time.
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form.
Now I'm
and
gonna
you
know.
will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with illithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it. So embrace it. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
Chat, what do we do? I don't know what to do.
Nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane, cocooned here for millennia, it has become extraordinary.
I don't know if we're getting that. Maybe, probably not. Oh, we did! Wow, right on the money, baby.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. It has been starved of life, of purpose.
F5 and pick.
Welcomes your
Smart. Okay, I'm gonna stick with a gnome. I'm gonna stick being a gnome for now. I read through this whole run up to this point as a gnome. We're gonna stay as a gnome. We're not gonna take the illithid powers. Next time, we may go rogue or warlock, and we're gonna lean. We're going so Cthulhu, it's not even funny. We're gonna have tentacles coming out of every direction, like some kind of weird hentai. Oh, right, we ain't getting that. We ain't getting that. What? 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 Are you kidding me? Did you see that?
A wave of disappointment, stronger than any you've ever felt. And then stillness. You've resisted your illithid instincts. For now.
You are not ready yet. Keep hold of it then, until you are. It has enough vitality to further your evolution, and your allies.
Think about what Shadowheart could do if she had more tentacles.
When you see more of what our enemy can do. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey.
Love hentai.
The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Quick save successful. Okay. Astral Globe of Domination. Okay, we'll save it here, guys. We'll start tomorrow. Is that good? Does that work? Do I click the orb? Or do I click the portal? Click the orb first, I feel like, right? We'll save it. We'll save it here. We'll call it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do 2 o'clock tomorrow for the stream, but I'll update you guys in the Discord if it changes and we end up doing 3. But yeah, thank you guys for today. It was a blast. Holy shit. I think we made a little bit of a progress. At least we're getting into Act 3. So hopefully we can beat the game soon. Maybe we can do a few marathon runs and make some good progress. I can never get Shadowheart to use powers. I love her too much. For sure. For sure, for sure. Okay, we'll save one more time. Just to be safe. New save. Astral Plane. Well, you guys are the best. Hopefully some of you guys will be able to drop in tomorrow as well. Be a blast to see you guys again. Gonna try to do 2 to like 5 or 6-ish if we can. That'd be really awesome. But I'll update you guys if anything changes. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. I'll see you guys in the Discord, if not tomorrow. And yeah, see you guys soon. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for the help. Be safe. And I will see you on the other side of Act 3.